for the first time.
Yes, argue with each other while people filter it.
That's what we do.
That's what makes us political.
True. You just fight with each other nonstop.
Strong debates.
The real reason why there's no combat is because the moment I give you combat, it's gonna be just turned into PvP. I know it.
I only
Stab
PvP'd
the vampire in the back.
twice.
Okay.
We don't have any characters that would engage in PvP. What are you talking about?
Yeah, the horse is dead.
And Sever isn't here right now, so you can't PvP with player isn't there, JC. Oh.
It'd be less
good.
fun.
Yeah.
I
Would be
mean,
fighting back.
I have no character that would ever engage in such things.
So Temer, how's it going?
Wait, are we live?
Yeah, we're alive. Temer, you just hanging out?
Yeah. Well, sorry if I'm a bit out mentally. Yeah. Just got some devastating news. I'm not
Okay.
quite ready to, yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Well then. What about you, Corin? What have you been up to this week?
Well, I went and saw Everything Everywhere All at Once again because
Why?
it's really good, and I made my family go watch it, and they liked it, which is always surprising when people actually like the things you recommend to them.
Yeah. Why do you like the movie so much?
It's just like
Spoil it right
really
now.
well. What?
Spoil the movie right now.
No, fuck
Why,
you.
Why not?
It's just like really creative and really well done. I don't know. I'm not going to say more than that because I don't want to spoil the movie.
Coward. Alden,
Yes.
what's up?
I'm a supervisor of a shop now. That's about it.
Congratulations. Did you get a pay bump?
Ha! 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 No. Not at all. I'm salary.
Oh. So you got more responsibilities for no additional pay.
Yep. But on the 24th, they might announce that I rank up.
Oh. They might.
That gets you more pay.
$100.
A year?
A paycheck.
How often do you get
Better
paychecks?
Is 2 weeks?
Twice a
2
week.
weeks.
Twice a month.
If you
Okay.
said twice a week, I was gonna be like, what?
No. Twice a month. And I make $800.
Well,
better than a kick in the ass.
Well, I mean, 100 extra on top of that's a 12% pay raise. Hell yeah.
I worked 3 days a week at a pizza place for 6 years, and I made more than I ever have in the military.
yeah.
Yeah, but the pizza place didn't pay for your food and lodging?
The military doesn't either, basically.
Oh, that sucks. Don't you get to live on the boat?
I choose not to.
Does he look
Oh,
like
okay.
he is living on a boat right now, JC?
Yeah, we put plaster on the walls of the boat.
Well, the aircraft carriers are big. I don't know how they look on the
Disgusting.
inside.
They're worse.
Alrighty.
They're the worst thing in the world.
Our
There's usually
countdown
shit on the floor.
has finished, so I don't know why
Boats
we
are
would
cramped.
not just switch on over to these cameras, where people in the VOD, because no one's watching the stream, might notice that Brood and Shadow are not here today. Shadow
Right.
is somewhere, and Brood is missing in action. He's probably asleep, to be honest.
Okay, we'll just push him in one of those holes of the void and see what happens.
Oh yeah,
It's what his
Yes, sir.
character would have wanted.
it's true.
Exploring a tunnel.
Exactly. What is the void but a tunnel in space and time?
Very true. Well, guys, we already went over how our weeks were, so there's no need to rehash that. I'm okay, by the way. Who wants to do the recap as we enter the second most low energy stream ever recorded?
Sure. We were stuck in Hephaestus Temple. We were chased by some sort of shadow monster which we could not hurt nor kill. Just run. Maybe there was some way, but we didn't find it.
We didn't really
Guess
look.
who's in the war room?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Hell yeah.
Well, no one's in the stream anyway. Let's just go ahead and do all this live. Alrighty, camera boy. Hello, camera boy. Oh. That fucked all the cameras. Alright.
Oh, I'm Dungeon Master. Woo!
Welcome, Dungeon Master. Hi, Brood.
Oh, I'm Corin now?
Am I running it? Okay, cool, I'll run it. Alright, so welcome back to City States of Klovisa. The other team, we got John and everyone else. Where we last left off.
I don't want to be severed.
Don't worry.
You're only
I'm-
half of Sever.
Brood,
share
where the
him with
fuck have you
Corin.
been? You,
So
young
hot,
man.
I passed out. I woke up at 1 o'clock. I was like, okay, time to get up. I passed out. At 1, then like 2:30. It's 3 o'clock here. Alright, I'm awake and I passed out. I'm here. Alright.
I'm gonna just inject caffeine into your bloodstream.
I wish. Please. Please.
We just need to get you to take pre-workout.
I feel like I'm watching The Matrix unfold.
Yeah. As you just become every single camera. I'm doing camera fixtures live, so you guys can see how to do this in the future, if I'm not here. You just make a bunch of windows of Discord cameras, and then you shrink them down, just like so. No big deal.
Wait, if you're not here for a stream, can one of us take over? That'd be amazing.
Nothing's stopping anyone from doing it.
I did it once. We just didn't stream it.
Sure.
We don't have your stream key.
Yeah.
I'll also say JC was a fun DM. Surprisingly, right?
Only fun.
Surprisingly.
There we go. Temper's camera doesn't need to change, but we have 2 broods, so let's get rid of one of him.
Oh no.
It's okay.
This is
We
like
were just
some-
doing our recap, Sever, and since you weren't here to do it, why don't you take over and just redo the recap?
Okay. Well, we finally got into the Hephaestus Temple, and we opened a lot of fucking doors, and we closed a lot of. Well, sorry, the doors naturally closed on us. Sever lost his dibs because he didn't realize that they were like powered by pressure and science. Then there was this whole thing about the Night Haunter leaving his family, and Thatch finally got a superpower,
Yep.
which was he became Riven from League of Legends,
Mm-hmm.
and everyone was scared because they thought he died, but like meta-wise, we knew he was okay.
I wasn't scared.
I think you were the only one
Fen-
that was scared.
Yeah. And then Fen actually like did the right thing by leaving the group because surprise, the secret was that I can only chase one of you at a time. There's like 6 people.
And the one of us was Anchois. It was always Anchois.
The only wizard.
Android fights. What can I say?
The slowest
there was
among
a lot
us.
of-
The best one to get chased.
Sure. Okay.
I think that, oh wait, at the very end, we got bamboozled by poor password security.
We didn't get bamboozled. I bamboozled them.
Yeah, Aldin bamboozled.
Yeah.
Hephaestus got fucked.
Yeah.
And now I'm gonna take over his towers and temples.
I mean, it suggests
guess
that the other
that-
ones probably have the same password.
It sounds like the recap has officially ended as you all stare out into the lovely setting sun of the 7th, I believe? It's becoming nighttime all of a sudden. John has declared it. Yes, the 7th. It is a wonderful day. In winter's warmth. That's what it's called. That's fantasy January. You all look out. Snow is beginning to fall down. The cold winds outside not affecting you. And Fen, holding a gem in his hand, internally saying infinite power, as you all look at one another. There's a voice around named Dude, or Duty, or whatever the fuck his name is.
Duder.
It was
Dude.
Duty.
And Thatch is just staring at his beautiful blade, which glows and flickers with yellow lightning. Some might call it golden lightning. And then it kind of like sparks towards his face, and he just instinctively moves it away.
So Corley, we leaving Sever here as a offering to the Night Haunter?
I would never suggest such a thing.
Hey, yeah, so I just finished talking to Thatch. She says that we should probably go talk to Thorazor and see if there's any other ruins around here, or we go somewhere to drop off our gold. All right, everyone, get inside of Coraline's thing, and then I slowly get into Oscar the Grouch, Mark 1.
You are not even at the bottom of the tower yet. You are still at the very top. How dare you try to skip ahead?
You see from the top, there's a weird shackle, like a boot on the tire.
So we're
Wait,
at the
we
top
came out at the
of the
top of the tower?
Yeah, you're at the top of the tower. You're staring
And
out
the-
into a beautiful skyline. You're in this, like, boxed room. There's a little spiral staircase in the bottom of the floor. And Fen's just hanging out with a little dodecahedron in his hand. A 20-sided dice.
So is there a quick elevator down from here?
There's one quick way, but you know.
Yes, but the tower will maybe zap us if we float down.
So, dude,
Really?
is it just the staircase? I'm just gonna start walking down the staircase, right?
Yeah, you walk down the staircase where you can get all of your money and the 2 items, I believe there were.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why
There
don't
were
you
actually
guys
3.
inform the stream of what occurred?
It was
Oh,
the
yeah.
Manual of Golems, the Crystal Ball, and Coraline's bracers of +6 dex.
That sounds like a
Specifically
false thing.
Coraline's.
Duty absorbed magic on that one.
He does immediately, and then immediately kills Coralie.
Oh my god! How could this have happened? Oh no! Alright,
Try
guys,
to
we
walk
have
back,
to-
suckers.
Oh, shit. I mean, if Coraline could fly this thing, we could do this, right?
The top.
So,
I will not take criticism from the baggage.
And then we retcon that whole thing, and then
Sure.
Real quick, I asked Duty, is there a way to fix the hole in my hand?
No. What?
I could patch you
Do you
up.
not
I
have a thread and
medic
needle?
bag.
It's all okay, cool. Well, we'll do that on the ship.
Okay. Duty is perplexed by his new master, who put in a ridiculous password so that no one else could guess it.
elves.
Is the password admin123?
No. So what's the plan, guys?
Go back to
Oh.
the ship.
Yeah, we need to
Yeah.
haul all of our ill-gotten gains back to the ship.
True.
We walk down the spiral staircase.
You walk down the spiral staircase. Tasty.
I think we're going back to the village we abandoned.
Guys, we
I
remember
think we-
Yeah,
that.
before it's nighttime.
Should head to the
I don't
muster
know.
field to get our ship repaired.
Yeah,
We should remember our original mission was the scout, I believe.
correct.
And we did. We found
Did
the
we?
tower. There were no leeches. We checked very thoroughly. I see no leeches. Very happy tower. Now we go scout somewhere else.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, the first order of business, I think, is just getting back, right? And then probably to the muster field to fix our airship.
Just wanted to be certain. I was out of it for most of the scouting part for some reason. Maybe I was just brooding. I'm not too sure. But I could not. I'll trust you guys that we found no leeches and none of that, and we happened upon this tower. Then,
Yeah, we definitely looked for those leeches.
Mm-hmm.
We looked for a place to land and failed, and we might need to take more conventional means.
I do suggest taking a boat.
All right, so back to the ship.
I mean,
You
boats are
guys start
so
heading back to the ship.
ground bound.
So who's hurt?
Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
Definitely me.
I got a
Hi,
hole in my
Hurt. I'm
hand, but
Dad.
my health is actually maxed.
Wow. Okay. Is this animals? This is probably animals.
I'm glad that the only combat I was in was with a liquor cabinet.
As you guys are walking back, there is a brief moment where some of you feel eyes on you. But as you turn around, all you really see is just a deer moving away from you. You being loud humanoids in a forest. You all head on over towards your airship. Sever, as it becomes nighttime, you can get out and just carry your battered Oscar the Grouch mobile.
Well, we'd probably actually wait till night to use the crash can as our loot mobile.
Oh. Yeah.
Are we waiting till night? I don't think we should wait till
night.
night.
The city will get attacked, and we'll be like, oh no.
The
we
night
weren't here to
is
help."
less than an hour away, so no matter what happens, you guys are kind of on that one.
Well, it's only 20 minutes to get there by plane, so
No, it's like 5 minutes.
5 minutes. So
Okay. Eventually, you will get to your airship. It is
Is it-
hung up by cables, currently. Little harpoon guns stopping it from flying away. It's drifting a lot more, favoring the right side than the left side. As that is the part that I believe got struck by lightning. So...
I get that.
What's the status? Flight? Is it flight ready? Corleen, I speak.
I believe so. I think we fixed it last time enough to fly back.
You got the
Just needs
engine
some
going.
alignment.
Oh, yeah, it's floating. The engine runs. Yeah, we'll be fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
no matter what happens, we'll survive.
Just get the loot up. I'll do a final check.
Okay.
Worst case, if we have to lighten the cargo, Sever will be in that little town. Just meet us back there once you land. And yeah, I think that's the plan.
Cool. So we load it up. Shouldn't take a few minutes. We've
Okay.
agreed that we'll search for more towers, you said? I don't even know exactly what we agreed on, if we did
Oh, wait.
agree on anything.
But we're not going back to the
Do
to
we
the
ever?
town. We gotta go back to the town.
Go back to the
I mean, we
tower.
need to go back to the
Hurry.
muster field and fix our airship, right? That's the first order of business.
Where's this muster field?
It's an updraft. Wait, hold on. No, it's not an updraft.
It's east of Updraft, Musterfield, Morlento.
There you go.
I'm just
Okay.
confused as to why they're
We're
all
not
talking
just gonna
about
land-
mustard.
We're not gonna land in updraft because we know there's a place where we can land there and then help them.
The Musterfield is going to have a place to land.
Temer, you've still got that spell
Wait.
to cast light on little pebbles, yes?
Oh, yeah. Do you need light?
I was
High
just
duty from him.
thinking,
Bam.
when
Light.
we right. No, I was just thinking when we get close, we can drop a pebble with light every so often to see what's there from the air.
Brilliant. We'll get a couple of rocks on it, too. A couple of... No, actually not too brilliant, because that only goes 40 feet of light, unfortunately. The light spell is not as powerful as that.
I just want to check out if the leeches are coming from the other side of the bank.
We can throw them, but after a while, it'll just disappear very early.
I go and sit in the co-pilot seat and just start playing the harmonica over the PA, waiting for something to happen.
You play the harmonica with your little... Are you using the metal harness or your left hand? Because your right hand is currently being taken by duty.
I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's always in my hand now.
He just hovers.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I'm just using
like,
the.
Okay.
Well, whatever. Anshua, we need to head to Updraft anyway. I don't think we should approach Masterfield in the night.
Okay, so updraft. You are the captain, so we'll go there.
And I think Thatch is giving me a look that says we need to go there.
Oh, okay. I look at Thatch. He seems to be doing the same. So
He's pointing
true.
the sword in the direction of Updraft.
Aha! He will ride the airship atop, feeling freer than he's ever felt before. You all
And when we
can...
push Sever's trash can out, he'll ride the trash can down.
Sounds good.
Taking all this money with
I
me.
need a 1d6 roll from Coraline.
Oh no. I don't like rolls.
I love it when you roll. Please roll a 1.
I use
1d6.
unsettling words.
I want you to crash.
Of course you do. 2?
That's double what 1 is. You all take to the air as John changes some music. Ooh. Big yawn as John loses feeling in his right leg. Ooh.
Oh.
That's no good. Where did my Age of Sail go? It looks like it's gone. Field of Heroes. Are we wanting to do combat?
Yeah.
Well, too bad. Airship interior sounds fine.
I just
go
want to fight something that's not a door and intangible.
I heard you fought a tornado once.
And I did damage to the tornado.
by tornado, you mean primal elemental.
It is a lovely time here in the darkened cockpit of this airship. There is very few light sources, because if there is, Coraline is going to have a very hard time driving or piloting. You all stick together, Fen in the co-pilot seat, the rest of you in the back. Antoine, you can throw pebbles with the light spell on it, but you're not going to see jack shit. You guys are moving too fast. And also, you probably don't want to be that low to the canopy when your airship is currently not doing too well. Coraline, you were trying to go to updraft, correct? And land in a field? Or what's the plan here?
Are we not going to the muster field?
I don't know.
Tomorrow.
Well, it's night though, right? I thought we wanted to go to updraft to check out what's going on, and then go to Musterfield after.
They get attacked by leeches every night from the river. The
We want to
Musterfield
land
was
in a
the
pile
option-
of leeches?
The Musterfield was the option to repair the airship. Updraft is we're just gonna fight leeches.
Okay, so vote right now. Updraft, raise your hands.
Wait, I'm
Leeches
not
or-
looking
Look around.
Okay. Musterfield,
Leeches.
raise your hand. Musterfield,
rolled
raise
for
your
it.
hand.
Sounds like Musterfield then.
Yeah.
Wow. Just me and Thatch.
Can't seem to see updraft. Thatch, I'm sorry. Maybe we'll come back in the day and go towards Musterfield.
Thatch says, I don't get a vote. I'm free of all obligations, he says. Which is good, because as you suddenly turn more and more southbound, you will watch as a glowing ball of this weird luminescent slime shoots straight up from the swamp as soon as you get near the river. Almost going to shoot down your airship if they did not roll a 5 to hit you. You're like,
Crap.
oh, fuck, and quickly go more and more south as
And maybe
you're like, up,
Well, that
south.
looks like an anti-air defense.
I go on the PA. Antoine, stop giving away our position.
Pardon?
So,
Wait, hold on. It came from the river?
It came towards the swamp of that side of the river while you were above it.
Okay. Oh, we found its anti-air defenses, so that's something for tomorrow.
Evasive
Yes,
maneuvers.
Sever, there's an enemy concentration. If you want to jump out and go scout, we'll come pick you up tomorrow after the airship is fixed.
So, John, real quick, I wanted to do something sort of as we were on our way. Do you want to rewind a little bit for that, or?
What is it? Because you have 5 minutes. Unironically, this is a 70-mile flight for your airship that moves at like 100 miles. Well, I guess it's more like 40 minutes.
Yeah, and I need 10 minutes.
Okay,
So
what are you
I'm
gonna
going
do?
to tell the group the story of... Fuck, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get my notes
Wow.
open.
Story
Nice.
of fuck.
I
The
don't
story of
Okay.
fuck. It sounds like
I'm the
Terry
bard
tells
here.
the tale of when he lost his virginity for the first.
Oh shit!
No, sorry,
Hell of a story.
the
Hell of a story.
No camp counselor.
the tale of Paradigm, and he's just sort of going to spend 10 minutes going over and sort of elucidating on some of his glorious deeds. He, was created by the Doctor Mom and forced to defeat everyone in horse races. Yes, totally defeat everyone in horse races. Yes.
How much truth is there in
Sounds
there
like little.
for someone who knows him?
John,
There's
I
a
don't believe it.
little. I mean, it's a little true, but it's not really true. You know.
You shouldn't
Like,
ask that question until he finishes the story.
Yeah. So
Fucker.
he then drew the invaders out of hiding before they were ready in Alcazan after joining the task force. He sacrificed his history and his name for his mother, even though his mother was, by all intents, bad to him. Even the sewer gigolo did not want to live his life, yet he persevered.
It's true.
He ended up forgiving his cruel mother when he regained his memories because the sewer gigolo did not want them. And he saved us all from a shadow dragon. So we should not take lightly the gifts that he gave us by drawing it away from us.
See, I remember
And
that
I'm
battle.
using my inspiring leader feat to give everybody that wishes to be inspired by that 12 temp HP.
For how long?
Hey,
As long as temp HP lasts, which is
Okay.
until long rest normally, I think.
Sounds
I,
right.
I
John,
think
I'm
this
not
one says
buying
till your
his
next
story.
short rest in the feat.
It says you can't take advantage of it until your next short or long rest.
I turned to Antoine and I asked, did you get married before or after Paradigm got their memories back?
it was when we were when he was. Oh wow! It was actually very late. Yeah, it was after. No, it was before. Before he got his memories back, right? We
No,
went
it was after.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Coraline's up in the front, dodging anti-air.
I'm just telling her to do barrel
Slime?
rolls the whole time.
Everyone else is having fond memories of Paradigm, the horse that was replaced by some shitbag, some bard, who's just playing their harmonica screaming as Coraline does evasive maneuvers. And dude is commenting on your driving.
And then as Brood is talking to Antoine about marrying the horse, Coralie just kind of goes back and goes, "Oh yes, I heard about that. What the hell, Antoine? Where was my invitation?"
I sent it in the mail, but you know how these things get lost.
Alrighty,
It's
I'm gonna roll
amazing.
another attack now.
I hear it was a quick thing.
Oh, a natural
For the moment.
20! Very good. Oh, what is your ship made out of? Reinforced wood, I believe?
Wait, can I ask a question?
It
John?
was metal, I believe, John.
Can I ask a quick
No.
question,
It wasn't made
Was
out
it
of
not?
metal.
John?
I thought it was.
Johnny.
Hey, if you guys want to have a relaxing chat and not take heed of the danger that I've constantly been narrating, it's not my fault.
John, there's one thing I want to ask actually. Why are we going more and more south if we want to go more and more east?
To not get hit, dumb fuck. What do you mean? Oh, alright. How much
Sure, you're
hit points do you have? 1 hit point. Alright. That means you have... Let me look at my conversion chart here.
Oh, we're gonna lose our
Coraline,
loot.
50 hit
Coraline,
points of
a
actual
break
airship.
action.
Flying.
Take the dodge action or you'll lose another airship.
Need to dodge. You're not helping.
Let's go look
we
at
were
how
lighter, it
much
would help.
damage this actually is on a natural 20. It is flak, so it is 5d10 twice since it's a crit. Can someone please roll me 10d10? And if you roll
The average is
50, you are
55.
getting shot out of the air. 55! Exactly! You guys get shot out of the air!
Oh shit, we're going down.
Now is the captain
Hey.
going down with her ship?
Captain, I need you to
partner.
roll me a 1d8 for direction in which you were falling. You guys were on this trajectory. An 8. 1. Okay, you're gonna go back towards the river.
Into the swamp.
Alrighty, who wants to roll the last scatter die of 1d500? 137 feet. Very
Wait.
nice.
Does Thatch have parachutes?
He does not, but he can crash with the rest of you. You guys were heading to updraft, then suddenly you guys were like, no, we needed to take a vote and go to the muster field. Then you guys went across the river. You dodged the first one because, well, you didn't dodge it. They missed. And then they naturally hit you. Ooh, are you guys going to sink into this river and drown? Maybe.
Alright, this will be a perfect way for Sever to die. With my
Oh
last
no,
breath, I
not
curse
the
Carleen.
elemental-filled river.
Uh-oh. Well, guys, you're in trouble. What are you doing as suddenly Coraline loses control of the airship? A massive hole of acid begins to just melt on into the cabin, which wasn't pressurized before, so I guess none of you just get shot out like we all seen those wonderful TV shows like Lost and any other airplane show.
Antoine, you're a wizard. Do something.
Where are
Okay,
the
okay,
parachutes, Carleen?
We collect all our valuables. We have,
Us
So-
Crouch is dying.
yeah. So that's first. Number one, we collect all our valuables, and I cast polymorph on 2 willing people who really raise your hands. 2
How can
people,
you cast
3
polymorph twice?
You're right. Actually, I can cast it once. There's no upper level on my levels now. I
Casting
don't quite have that
polymorph
yet.
Instead of Featherfall.
Well, for one person, you get a polymorph. You get polymorph to a giant eagle or bat if you want, Sever. There you go. Take all this stuff, all of this stuff, all of the stuff we have, and you're bat now. Boom.
Where are you guys keeping this money?
Well, it was in the trash can.
Yeah, I don't think he can equip Oscar the Grouch.
We turn the trash can upside down. We've established it's made out of aluminum, not too heavy. We dump all the stuff in there, and with my talons, I grab it and I fly out.
I missed
How we feeling,
something.
John?
When did you get talons? Are you now a giant bird?
Yeah, or a bat, whichever one. Maybe
Well,
I have.
your choice.
Polymorphing him into a giant eagle so he can have the giant talons.
Yeah, it was a giant eagle first, but
Yeah.
I kind of like enjoyed the narrative idea of bat because it's Sever, you know.
Okay.
But you
with,
know, functionally, I suppose giant eagle would be better.
with my functional shitty claws as a bat, I pick up.
No, you're a giant eagle. Fly away, fly away, fly away.
I telepathically communicate with you. Where am I supposed to go? Back to the swamp or to updraft?
Find
You're
where
a-
we crash.
You have the intelligence of a bat.
So, why don't we pause for a moment? Let's reestablish our situation that we're in. Because Antoine is casting spells on Sever, and it seems like things are being a little more calm than they should be. And maybe it's because I don't want to just interject and be rude to you and immediately describe all of your money getting thrown out of an airship. I'm a nice guy. Your airship is at 0 hit points. You can no longer control it. It is gliding down at a rocketing speed towards the Earth. This is Danger Town for the most part. You are at most 1,000 feet up, and following rules as written, if something falls, it falls 500 feet in 6 seconds. That means you have 2 turns to respond. Maybe I should have started there before I just let you guys have like 40 seconds of uninterrupted dialogue with each other. But for right now, I'm going to roll initiative. It's going to be called Ground. And I want you guys to describe that I just want everyone to declare an action, actually. Here's ground. You have 2 turns. It sounds like Antoine wants to cast Polymorph on somebody, which will be one of his actions.
Then I yell, "To me, everybody! We're jumping out of this thing."
Oh, I can save her.
Fuck you, then.
Very
And
nice.
if he goes down with the ship, everyone runs to Antra.
I did
I'll-
not catch that at all. I'm so
I-
sorry.
Everyone runs to Antra.
Yeah, I cast Polymorph on Sever. Open the door to me, guys. Before I open the door, that is. Everybody to me. Featherfall.
All right, sounds like a plan.
Barry runs forward into Antoine's waiting arms. There is a massive hole in the side of the airship. Coraline thinks she can set it down.
Alright, so Coraline's staying.
She's gonna try at least for a little bit.
Alright.
You will die here, Coraline. You will die here.
Okay, so
Get
you said
really
we're about
angry right before you hit.
Alright, so you said we're about 1,000 feet off the ground, right?
You are at most 1,000 feet off the ground. I am being
Alright.
courteous and saying you are somewhere where it would take 2 turns to hit the ground and die.
Okay, so Fenn's gonna wait until the next turn, grab Coraline, and then Dimension Door us to the ground.
Okay. Coraline, you are at your helm. Everyone else, including, what's his name? Shadow.
Thatch.
Shadow's character, Thatch, grabs hold of Antoine, knowing that he is the wizard with Featherfall. Antoine put into chat polymorph, so at some point, Sever is suddenly polymorphed into a ...
A
Or
big
back.
eagle. Big
A
eagle.
big eagle. I believe that is Giant Eagle. Let's see if you can fit in the ship. Giant Eagle 5e.
I think it's large.
It is sized large. Yes, you can fit in this ship. Alrighty, and you, as a Giant Eagle Sever, want to grab your trash can filled with gold and fly. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
How much does all of your gold and trash can weigh?
Let's find out. Hold on.
Let's
The
see.
trash
It
can
was
wasn't that much. Hold on.
Just look at the weight on the party sheet.
So yeah.
I
Ten
calculated
10,400 coins.
How much?
So
weight
divided
was
by
it?
50 is 200 and some pounds,
Oof. Okay.
right?
Yeah.
208 pounds,
How much strength does the giant eagle have?
16 or so. But it's large,
16.
so it gets double carrying capacity.
So
Oscar the Grouch is also 12 pounds.
I think you
That's not much compared to the gold.
16 with double the capacity for 250.
16 divided by 5 or times 5 is what?
80?
80.
80
Times 2 is 160.
times 2 is 160 pounds of weight you can carry before you are encumbered.
Right. And so very slowly can fly.
Okay.
Right.
Well, it's still pretty fast, right? I think it's just minus 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do my best to follow the falling people who are 50 feet per second, right?
Do giant eagles have dark vision? They do not.
That's why cast light. Terry, cast light.
I know I will only cast light during a feather.
Alrighty, I'm gonna say everyone has done
now.
an action. You are literally 3 seconds from hitting the ground. What are you guys going to do now?
Sorry, I pressed the wrong button there. So ignore the disguise self. That would be
Alrighty.
hilarious way to end. That would be a hilarious way to end. Though.
You
Ignore that.
jump out of the airship, Antoine, casting Featherfall on you and anyone nearby
That
within
would be
sight.
Terry, Thatch. They're both holding on to me, I believe. I already believe Coraline has been dimension doored out of there.
No,
With
I was waiting until everything else was done.
so are you with me or are you just waiting?
No, I'm with Coraline, making sure she doesn't die.
Good luck. We're out the door.
Alrighty, Antoine, Thatch, and Terry Tide jump on out into the darkness below. Terry, Antoine, give me perception checks as you fall. Beautiful one.
1.
Well, even with a 1, you are going to see the airship explode. Coraline, you have a half-second decision to make. Are you going to let Fen cast a spell on you?
After she can't seem to save it, then yeah. She'll grab, I don't know, the stick shift knob or something?
Keep it.
No,
Keep it a
all that's
souvenir.
on the fucking
Keep as a
Prindle.
souvenir.
You grab
Well-
hold.
Painstakingly.
Dashboard, like hula hula Mokapunian girl, and then that's it. You got it.
It's a little figurine of Rick Silverback that's on the dashboard.
Yeah, it's merch.
It's one of those bobbleheads
Steel
that
diff.
go on like the vehicle's dashboard. You, Fen, cast Dimension Door.
Mhm.
You're a human, right?
Yeah.
I need you to make me a perception check. Okay. Can you just roll that again for me real quick? As if you had disadvantage for some reason. 11. Very nice. You teleport into the darkness. You know you can teleport 500 feet, but you can't see 500 feet. It is not going to be fun when you land, and I need someone to randomize the height in which they actually fall. We're going to do a 1d25 roll, with each one acting as 10 feet.
See,
Go Brood.
It says you can.
Hey.
It can be a place you can see or one you can visualize. Isn't that imagine?
You can visualize? What?
Can you visualize a specific spot on the river?
Visualize is like on the ground.
1d
No?
500. I thought you said 25.
1d25.
You can visualize, or one that you can describe by stating distance and direction.
But I don't think you can visualize a specific spot on the river within 500 feet is the problem.
Yeah.
it sounds like it should be specific because you're going to a place like an
If it's like,
actual
I want to
place.
teleport behind the door, that I can understand, since it's clear. Of like,
Okay.
oh, I can visualize behind the door. More so than...
I can
Fenn's
visualize
aiming
on
at
the ground.
because he cannot fucking see 500 feet ahead of him. So he's just aiming in a direction toward the ground.
Okay.
Is that good with you, John?
Yeah. Okay. John has to think of something real quick. Okay. I'm gonna ignore that 20 roll that you did. I'm sorry. Because from what I understand of like how Misty Step would work is you would just teleport as far away as possible or to the limit of the spell, right?
Well, Misty Step, you have to see the place.
You want me to kill you, Elf? I'm trying to
No,
give you a
Misty Door is
helping
different.
hand
You don't
here.
need to see. Misty Step, you do need to see.
I cover Coraline's mouth.
She argues with God as she falls down.
No, I should be dying!
Hey, you blue people! Save
I'm
my
just gonna
ship
roll
and maybe I'll
damage.
be more
Okay.
friendly to you!
5, 10. You both suffer a whole whopping 32 points of bludgeoning damage. As you
12 temps, remember.
And yeah, subtract 12 temp. No big deal.
Am I
So-
able to see the ground before we hit it? I have 60-foot dark vision.
Ooh.
Yeah, same.
Perception,
Wait, you have
maybe?
60 foot of dark vision?
Perception,
an elf.
maybe?
No, Finn.
Yeah, yeah. Half elf.
I thought you. I asked you if you were a human.
I mean, half elf, human, same thing. I
I
just
thought
have
you meant
dark
for his
vision and that's
eyes.
it. I mean,
This
it
is
doesn't
too
really
long.
change much at 500
I'm gonna say
feet.
something fucky happens. You get hit by the wing of an airship going down now. It split from your craft and dealt 32 points of damage to you, but you land safely enough. I want to
Really?
move on from this rather than argue about rules nonstop.
It's because if I can see it, I want to rage before, so I take half damage.
No.
Then I'm unconscious.
Line's going down.
Dimension
You can
door is
say.
instantaneous from what I know.
It is, yes. You guys will fall slowly, Mr. Antoine, Terry, and Thatch. You have a way of contacting Sever or getting him to see you, as he is now in Giant Eagle.
Can do light, but then again, you know. How about... Can I do even sending at a higher level? I don't even think so. Can you?
Yeah, you
No,
can
no,
always
no,
use
no.
a higher level spell. It just doesn't
Oh.
always have an effect.
You're gonna have to describe where you landed pretty well.
Yeah,
They're
if
still
it's
falling
true.
right now. They're just hanging
Yeah.
out.
Perhaps I'll cast light on me, and I'll just hold my light. It's on my clothing, and there's perhaps it'll be seen. Perhaps it won't be seen. By the time I land on the ground, I'll message.
So you're gonna cast Sending.
Yeah, most likely.
Would you
What
like
would a
to
bird do
hit
if
that
a
in
bird
chat
don't
whenever
have
you
a
want to
message?
confirm it? Because currently Sever cannot see anybody. He is a giant eagle in the darkness. Snow is falling around you in the sky. There are clouds overhead.
So we landed, right?
Not yet. You're falling. You're
Yeah.
in
No.
a
Well,
slow fall
cast-
for a minute.
For light now. Casting light on me now. But when we land, I'll be
Okay, that is
describing
what I
it.
wanted declared. You cast light upon yourself. Sever, you can now see them.
Awesome. I hone in on them. They are falling 10 feet faster than I can fly. So, assuming my speed is 40. Wait. Giant eagle.
What's up,
I'll-
Terry?
I'm gonna turn to Antoine and say, how high up are we? Are we gonna hit the ground with this spell? I know it only lasts a certain amount of time.
Well, you see, we should be following at
Oh,
500
hold on.
meters. All right, sorry.
Sorry, I'm actually at 70 feet, so I am just hanging out with you guys, circling as you fall. Sorry.
Cool. But there's mechanics to falling that would be we click feather fall before we actually hit or reorientate ourselves or no. Then we click feather fall either twice before or not, because we fall 500 feet without it, and we fall a very slow amount before. So we use the early one as kind of orientation
So,
or
so,
knowing.
so you have more feather fall.
Yes, not just the one. Yes.
Can you do that for me? Because you are above 300 feet. Cool. Just to be double safe, Antoine will feather fall twice. He's concentrating on polymorph, so nothing is illegal yet. The eagle comes to join you, flying and can dash while flying. So he will fall with you. But you all get to watch in some kind of comfort, really, as the airship explodes, hitting the top of the river, its fuel source igniting, giving you a very brief landing zone that you can aim towards, I guess. With the Eagle, though, you can potentially change the direction of descent you are currently falling in. Is that something you guys want to do?
Gently nudge you guys.
It's not my decision, but it's
I mean, you
Brood's.
flap your wings, cause a gust.
Yeah, I'm using the dash action to push you guys just a little bit more
Where are you pushing us?
towards the falling direction of the vehicle, I guess. As long as it doesn't land in the river.
The wreckage.
No, it lands
Yeah.
in the river. Yes.
Well, never mind. Can I get us onto the other side of the river?
East side?
Yeah. Never eats. Yeah.
Probably not everybody, but you can choose someone you want to save and then go back for the others.
Well, Terry is fine.
Yeah, I'm totally
Antoine-
fine here.
Yeah, and Antoine is with Terry, and he can cast Feather Fall again, so I'm gonna push Thatch.
Okay, you save Thatch. The fall that you will take will be less than 2 minutes. It's like it's a 4 mile across river. So yeah, you literally leave them for a little while.
I think at some point I'm just going to activate my boots, and I'm going to use
Did it. You always
Fearless
had your
Athlete
boots.
to double my carrying capacity, and I'm just going to grab Anchois and carry him.
Okay.
Sounds so much better. Sounds so much better.
Drag
Your
him through
boots.
the air.
You drag him through the air. Anchois, you feel your right arm about to snap out of its socket. As you four, technically, make it onto the eastern side of the river. And now we just have to worry about Fen and Coraline, who fall into the river.
Orlean's unconscious in the river.
Coraline is
Really?
unconscious in the river, Fen.
I had 20 hit points with the 12 temporary. I had exactly 32 hit points. That's why I want the rage before we hit.
Ben,
Oh, no.
as you go
Oh,
underneath the
no.
water, bonus
No.
actions not being reactions, unfortunately. You look at them in sadness. What's the plan as you are now in the river, somewhere in sight of this airship being moved downstream?
Am I underwater yet?
Can you swim?
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
Well, tell me, Mr.
Ugaris
I lived
is
in
a port
Ugaris in Ocean
Yeah.
Island.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
I'd
assume he
assume
can
you could
swim.
swim.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what's the
I
plan
just,
here, Fen?
Is Coraline under the water, or is she just kind of like dead body floating?
You literally had to grab her, so she is wherever you are to Dimension
Oh, okay.
Door.
Yeah, I just keep holding on to her, and I try to get to the other side of to the east side of the river.
Give me an athletics check.
Da 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 da.
You and 11s, man. Okay.
Just get him out the way for us.
Coraline. Give me a death save.
You want it super secret or out in the open?
Whichever one you prefer. Alright.
I'm so used to us just dying outright nowadays.
Fen, you are watching as Coraline is clearly injured, bleeding from a head wound. Do you have a way of stopping her from dying? Like a healing potion or a,
Yes.
bandage?
Yeah, I just throw one down her, throw a healing potion down her throat, a greater one.
Alright, please subtract it from your character sheet, and I believe that is 4d4 plus 4.
Greater? Yeah.
Oof.
Next, I was just gonna stick the ley line rod down her throat.
Jesus Christ. Where's the magic, Coraline?
Roll good, Alden.
Fix you with the ley line. Oh, I have to roll it.
If you... I
It's
don't
your
care who
potion.
rolls it.
What is it? 4d4 plus 4.
Yeah. Hey,
Oh,
that's
not
pretty
bad.
good. Coraline, you awaken with a glass bottle in your, mouth, in the river. Then Fen is just, swimming with you in one hand, the floating orb in another one. Or not orb. What's it called? Dodecahedron.
Coraline wakes up. She says, "No, Sever, not the fire again! Not the fire! Oh, oh, Finn! You
All
can't
right,
swim.
Coraline,
What-
hold
what's
on
the
tight.
meaning?
We're going to land, and I cast Dimension Door again.
Oh god. When you can only see 60 feet ahead of you, you
Yep.
keep throwing yourself with another dimension door. This river is rather big, rather wide, 4 miles wide, apparently. Ish 4 miles wide. Oh my god, look at that.
Do we need to post the meme again?
Yes.
Okay.
In
Okay.
increments of 500 feet, you swim, you teleport. And hey, Sea Elf, why don't you give me an athletics check?
Right.
Alrighty.
That was my last one, Coraline.
There we go. Fenn's about to drown. He's getting tired. He's exhausted. He doesn't have his full hands. And then you're like, oh yeah, I'm a fish.
Well, I lost the webbing on my fingers and toes, but I still remember how to
Actually.
do it.
It's back now. Stop lying.
It's not back. I don't think.
It's not that.
Alrighty. Eventually, both teams will move closer to the shore. The two alone having, well, will definitely be several minutes, if not over an hour late. I don't know how long it takes to swim half a mile or a mile and a half.
For
I
less
can
than
swim
athletic
at-
people, slow as hell.
I can swim at 30 feet around? No. 45 feet around?
That must be exhausting. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
I asked Duty to play the harmonica for us.
I have no lips, but I must scream, he tells you. It's fine. You're somewhere in the woods now. In the swamps. It's gross. It's muddy. You have no way of contacting each other. The radios, if you had one, are not waterproof at all. So, if you were in the water, you can go ahead and subtract those from your character sheets.
Finally, getting rid of that 3 pounds.
True. Now you can move at full speed, Fen.
I thought they were 5.
I thought they were half a pound.
There are definitely 5.
Yeah, they're 5.
They're heavy as fuck.
Oh, okay.
Fen is cheating, guys. Don't worry.
Fen never had a radio to begin with.
So, as the party is split, I guess we're just gonna bounce back and forth. So let's go to Antoine, Terry, and Brood.
Here lies Coraline and Fen. We didn't know them very well.
Scroll.
So we're looking at
You
the
said
wreckage.
An hour passed.
We're looking
Yeah.
at the wreckage, and
The
you know,
distant wreckage you can look at for sure.
yeah, are we near it?
No, it fell
This
into
is-
the river.
Yeah. Okay. So it's gone. I try to get a bearings of where we're at, the location, and then I send a sending off to probably Coraline, because I trust Coraline more than Fen. No
Really?
offense. Well, just the fact that I know Coraline, like I don't know, like familiarity kind of breeds
Okay.
that like he trusts. Coraline's transparent in her deceptions. I don't know. Finn, I have no idea to read it. But anyways,
Fen's never deceived you.
no, but I don't know anything about Fen. Like I don't know except for walking away and the fight, you know. So I say, Coraline, are you alive? We are near the wreckage. Are you with Fen? Okay. We're
East side
okay.
of
All of
river.
us are here. All of us are here. East side.
Coraline, you get this while you are swimming and getting extremely tired, carrying Fen's dumbass with you.
So Antoine hears, can't talk, swimming, Fen heavy, getting closer.
Good.
And then
Wait.
the dimension door goes off, and woo!
Yeah, it's good. They're alive. I gave them our location. We camp out here until they get to us. So that's the deal.
Scroll.
What location?
You
I
wait
didn't-
for them to
location?
get to you?
I will message.
I mean, we don't know where they are.
I will
We don't-
message Antoine. Did they land safely? Where are they? On the other side?
They said nothing. No, I mean, Corleen said nothing.
Okay. Well, if that's all, then I guess all we can do is
we
wait
rest.
here.
We rest.
Yeah,
You know?
let's rest. Scraw. Is also telepathically communicating with Antoine. Alright, cool.
Man,
The
there's
one
just
of
a
you can
loud
fly.
eagle above your location.
I'm aware that one of us can fly. I was told that she's on her way and did not in the river.
That's fair.
She just
Literally
said
said it was swimming.
Terry, what about you? Do you just go as if this is a normal day in the woods?
I mean, this isn't a normal day in the woods. I think I'm taking a look out, right? We've been told that these leeches come across the river at about this time, so I'm gonna be taking a good look out to see if there's any leeches apparent around our location.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check, as you look for darkened shapes.
I roll all the perception checks at -1,
Wow.
Oh, nice.
That's a natural 19 then.
but I don't have dark vision, so it's a 0.
Oh,
Light.
true.
You have light. I don't know.
Yeah,
Does
but
he?
then you can only see what's immediately around you, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You cast sending.
Terry casts sending. Makes a mental note to get better eyes. You unfortunately see nothing. That is a 0, yeah. The snow is in your eyes, Terry. You're cold.
Should I stay in this form, scraw, as I'm asking Antoine, or do you want me to be a vampire again?
Neither.
I don't notice because he's, just
I
like
can
a
telepathically
giant eagle.
send that.
Okay.
I can telepathically send it to you.
So, I say that we don't need you to be in that, really. They're in the water somewhere. We can't find them. That's
They're in the
literally all.
water.
It's 4 miles wide. It's 4 miles wide. If you want to out like in an hour, risk it. Then all right, fly, search.
Sure. Quickly attach a rope to one of my talons, and I hold out my foot.
I cast light on a rope. I tie it to a talon. There you go.
Okay, I'll be back before an hour passes, and I fly out into the river, and I'm just kind of skimming it, going back and forth.
Remember, we have only 1 hour. You will fall in the water.
I will come back well before an hour, but I'm looking. There's light on the rope, so if they can see it, they can alert me to their.
Yeah, they're gonna definitely, see it, for sure. I mean, it's a flying rope that is glowing bright light in the darkness of a mild snowstorm. Or snowfall, I guess. It's not a storm right now. Yeah.
So if one of them shouts, I can go and get them.
Yeah.
And they can grab the rope, and I can tow them to shore, or even just fly out.
Do you have a way of hearing them if they do shout at you from the river?
I mean, birds aren't deaf, so.
Very true, but
They have ear holes.
we don't know how birds hear when they are currently
make a
flying,
perception
right?
Perception. Yeah, that sounds like a
Yeah.
perception.
We're just doing all sorts of perception checks.
Sure, let's hope.
Okay.
17.
Oh, what about the bird?
That's
Eagle.
mine.
Yeah, what about the eagle?
What is the eagle? I don't know.
The bird has +4 to perception.
Oh, that's
Damn.
one more than me, so.
That is 15?
It
11
would
plus
be
4?
15.
Yeah. Because I had a +6, so yeah.
Yes. You normally would get advantage if this was about sight, but it is not. So yeah, I think with a 15, Coraline, well, maybe Fen. Fen's a loud guy. He has a harmonica. Why doesn't he?
Oh no, the second I see that, I'm saying, Corlin, get down! They found
I
us!
hear that, and I hear
I can
that.
read chat just fine, Mr. Underground. What do you mean you can't? Can you not read chat? What? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a fool. I was on my other screen this entire time. No big deal. Alrighty. So Fen is now evading the giant eagle. was a flying golden rope of light.
I hear him go, Coraline, get down! And I go towards the sound.
Okay.
And I telepathically communicate, you are being rescued. Do not resist.
I pull out a bottle of liquor. Coraline, you want to go down and fire?
Why are you this way?
I think that's the vampire eagle. The one
Why
that
do you say
crashed my
do
ship.
not resist?
Coralie's gonna grab the rope and start climbing it with a dagger between her teeth, like this.
Fen just kind of holds on like this to the very bottom of it, not being able to climb, considering there's something occupying his other hand.
It's true.
Okay. As I have advantage on vision checks, so now as she gets closer, I realize that she has a knife in her. But the rope is attached to my talon, so what I do is I fly very high up and back towards where Edgewise is. And I fly very high up, so that if she stops polymorph, we're going down.
I contemplate dispelling the polymorph.
Coraline and man, I really do give you the opportunity to fuck each other over one time, and you all take it. Hell, and except for Corin doesn't. Good on you, Corin.
I try to help them. I
Very
try.
true.
I tried to. She was coming at me with a knife. Sorry.
Coraline, give me a quick athletics check to clamber up the rope while it is flying. Okay, you're gonna get like halfway.
Oh,
I guess you
come
could throw the dagger if you really wanted to hit Sever.
No, I'm not trying to attack him. I'm just keeping it just in case.
Okay,
Okay.
cool. And then
I
once
don't-
we're
I
back
don't-
on the other side.
I don't trust the vampire bat.
That's fair.
You don't know it's. Oh, maybe you do know it's Cor.
Well, yeah, you did it in the
Yeah.
ship.
Yeah.
I tell Duty I'm sorry.
We
Why?
just land back with
I've taken you from the safety of a tower.
Here's a question: what arm is Fen holding the rope with? Is it his injured? I'm
Whichever
sorry.
one has the hole in his hand.
I'm sorry to do that.
Antoine.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
Then you desperately hold on. Give me a strength check.
No, Duty's in the hand with the hole.
I still want the
But yeah,
strength
Either
check.
way, he still needs it. Yeah.
He's like,
Alright, it's fine, guys. It's fine. Fen doesn't fall. Coraline can't get up to stab you, Sever, and you fly back to the shore where Terry, Thatch, and Antoine are. When they arrive, Fen and Coraline are drenched in icy cold water from this river and will likely be making Constitution saving throws at the end of this night to see if they get pneumonia and die. But for now, why don't
I
we take a
clean myself.
very quick break? I really need to.
God.
We need to take a break, guys. I'll be right back.
I fire about the three. They're wet three. No.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Like, why didn't I make JC make a new character?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to City States of Klovisa, : the God War. You all are together on the shore of a river, hidden behind very dead trees. It is the middle of winter after all. Snow is all around you. Arcane fire can give you a little bit of heat for the most part. Prestidigitated can get rid of some of the cold, but you have been seeped within it for better part of half an hour before rescue came in the form of a giant eagle. What do you guys do as you look about yourselves and no longer even see the floating wreckage that is your airship?
I mean, immediately.
Antoine, help, doctor, medic.
Like, immediately.
Doctor.
Immediately, I lay down a tiny hut.
Okay.
I put, like, tell everybody get in there who's, like, exposed. Should take 10 minutes. And, Corleen, hug Fen, and to warm up, guys have to stay together. And I wrap them up in any sort of blankets that we have. And I'm guessing Sever changes back at some point in time.
Probably.
And then he'll be completely warm at that time.
Okay.
Yeah,
Or if
Corley
he was-
spends those 10 minutes looking out to the water where the airship sank.
We're just another one of those ruined airships like we saw near True Milk.
That's 3. Orlean's been in 3 crashes.
As you all internalize the fact that in baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. What do you guys
There's
do?
no baseball here.
Sever wants to turn on his super heat vision and then look around for any leeches on this side of the river. Go up and down.
Yeah, give me a survival roll. Actually, that's what I want to see. I want to see a survival roll.
Ooh.
It's a 14, so it's not
Very
dirty
nice. You start seeking out leech sign. It's awkward at first because, you don't hunt giant worms. But as you get closer to the river's edge, in the mud, where the ground gives a little bit more, you think to yourself, can I step in mud that is made by a water elemental or something like that? And testing it, you find out you can. You're like, hell yeah, this is great. And then, after another moment, you find this really almost cylinder-shaped creature that is heading straight into the water from the mud.
How big is the cylinder crate? Shape
Like a
creature?
foot and a half long, and then maybe like 8 inches wide.
Can I make a grapple check against it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I wanna
It's
attack
pretty
it.
slow moving.
Claws.
Go ahead and roll an athletics check.
It's got blood in it. You could heal off of it.
That's a d12.
Ooh, 9.
It slips out of your grasp if it has -5 dex. Wait, yeah, it rolled a natural 13. It slips away from you, its gelatinous, oozy body, too slick to grasp. You want to try stabbing it before it jumps into the water? It's not very fast moving, but it's still like squirming away from you.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll try and stab it with my rapier. Sorry, vampire.
You're a vampire rapier.
Yeah, exactly.
You stab it in the back. Do damage. You
That's
kill
the-
it in one hit.
Oh,
You
awesome.
hear in your mind a screeching, hissing noise of which immediately
Oh, that was fucking cool.
ends as you do a little flourish and turn it into black particles. Its heat being blending in perfectly with the mud since it was surrounded by it.
I want to look for some more. That was fun. Also, I'm like, wow, I've got a screaming rapier. That's so cool. This is the first time I've ever done damage with this in like 8-9 sessions of owning it.
Sure.
What?
You haven't had as much experience lately either. You want to bring that up too?
I mean, now that you mention it.
But that's interesting that
Not
there's
too
only
much.
one, and it's also interesting that it was making its way back into the river. What time is it? I can tell when the sun's gonna come up. So, actually,
It's pretty early into the night. It's only like 10 p.m.
okay, cool. Why are they going back into the river? Can I backtrack more onto the main line and look for more leech tracks? I know I'm probably not gonna get much luck, but I want to see if there's a place that they attacked near here, and that's why they're already going home.
You can search throughout the woods all you like. You see where that red circle is? It says anti-air defense.
Yeah.
You're like down here somewhere.
Oh shit!
So
we're not even
there-
across the river. No.
No, you're not.
No.
You will search out, find the other bank of this river before turning away. It seems you found some sort of scout or something, but not like a full-blown infestation force.
Okay. Cool. I'll go back and let them know, and I also say, so Anshua, it's nighttime, and as a bird, I couldn't really see. We landed on the island on the east side, not on the main continent. So, if we go north before nighttime's over, what is it? We got 8 hours. Just wake people up like a little early, and we can try and take out the anti-air defense if somewhere up there, up north.
Do you know how to bring their core temperature up? Because they leave right now. They're soaking wet. They'll take damage. And the way I see it, Coraline is really injured. How much did that heal you for, by the way?
15? I'm at
15,
about
yeah.
a quarter.
Coraline's already severely injured, and they'll take damage to their hits or to their perceptions, to their rolls, to everything. Saying in a meta way. You know how to warm them up. Curl up, like, you know. I suppose I order Thatch and I order Terry. Curl up beside them, warm up. It's all group, kind of like a bear.
Ben
bear
starts
pit.
drinking his bottle of Fireball.
I point out, like, Anshua, shouldn't you also be hugging them?
I'm not gonna hug them. I have to monitor. I have
Thatch
to monitor
also
them.
will not hug them.
I have to monitor.
He refuses to be bound or restricted by anything, including his teammates.
Terry, do you want to hug them? I don't know. Do you have any magical healing that can cure them of their sickness?
Of being, I mean,
Hold.
Being cold?
being cold. I could smite the shit out of them. Does that count?
Just start the goddamn
It's a good
fire.
start. It's a good start.
Smite the shit out of them. Wow.
Yeah,
Well,
just-
this tiny
just
hut
make them
is temperature controlled, so you guys are already warm,
we're all a
or
little
getting
toasty.
warmed up.
I will say, okay, so there's one more problem. If it is the daytime, and Oscar the Grouch, I motion towards it, is full of gold, I cannot use it during the day, and at some point we need to cross the river, which I would like to do at nighttime, somehow.
All right. Okay.
I mean, if you want, you can just polymorph me again, and then I'll fly over to Updraft and hang out until you guys get there.
I wish I could. Do you think I'm made of polymorphs? I like work my hands to the bone, my fingers to the bone here, polymorphing everybody every day. I get no help
Smashing
here.
My hand
Slaving
up right
over
as he's saying this.
Antoine becomes the ex-wife of the group.
Teratai just like raises his eyebrow and looks at Anshwat. Didn't I just carry you across the river getting no help? Alright, fine, don't appreciate me.
We're on the updraft side of the river, aren't we?
Yes.
No, we're not. We're on that little. You see the second circle that says anti-air defense? We're on that little island.
When
So-
we say
and we're
river,
south
we
of
mean
it.
this yellow line.
Oh, okay, it's the little part that we still need to cross.
We're
Yeah.
between rivers, I guess, kind of.
Ah,
Yeah.
By the way,
gotcha.
by the way, John, I crank up if it's temperature controlled, I crank up the tiny hut heat, so it's just like really, really like steamy.
It's a
in here.
sauna.
Yeah, exactly. It's like really, really high.
You
Want to
melt
get
the
rid of
snow
that.
on
All
the
the
ground.
humidity.
Alright, so are we waiting until daytime? So I can get started on like a little safety hut for myself.
Okay, you know what?
Uh.
We can hide out here. The leeches might know where we are. Did you see any of them out there?
Oh yeah,
Scouts?
one of them showed up and it tried to go back into the water.
All right, definitely a scout. We can expect more. We can expect more. These leeches are horrible. You don't want to deal with these guys. They're massive. We should leave, but
I have
we're
a
gonna
magic
risk it.
sword that's
We're gonna
great.
risk it.
I start playing Wonderwall on my harmonica.
I point to
No
Finn.
one wants you to actually play Wonderwall.
Leyline rod. Are there any ley lines near here? I want all my magic back.
Where's
I
the-
pull it out. I raise it high, shaking. As I lay
there-
on the ground.
Is there, John? How does this work? I mean, how
No
does
one's
this
used it
mechanic
before.
work?
Are you going to take it? Also, your camera froze, I think? Question mark?
Oh, it did freeze.
Yes,
but
yes.
We can hear him,
Okay.
so that's cool.
Well,
I start
It's fine. He
waving
looks
it.
really happy as he takes the wand.
Yeah. He's back.
Okay.
Don't worry. I screenshotted it. We got you.
Go ahead
Oh,
and
nice.
make an Arcana check, Temer,
He's not good at those.
as you try to figure out this wand real quick.
I
Half a
do-
suture in my hand.
Very
Oh,
nice.
not bad.
Does anybody want a post hoc assist him for that natural 25?
No, Coraline's
yeah,
sitting
yeah.
down, kind of hugging her knees, looking towards where the ship went down.
You move it like this, wizard.
Thank
Coraline
you.
is entering PTSD as she realizes that maybe it's not the insurance company. Maybe it wasn't Schmitty.
Oh no, she's definitely not thinking that.
Maybe it was me.
No.
The wizard and bard start messing with this magical item, a pair of dowsing rods, which should not work. But as you start to channel your intent within them, Fen grabbing them after giving them back to Antoine, or vice versa, you will start to feel a tugging sensation as John has an allergy attack and cries on stream. What in the fuck is happening? I sneezed once and now I'm gonna die. Like, what is going on?
Oh god, is
That's
that the
how it
power of the ley
works.
line?
Ah! Gross. I'm so sorry. Although it's winter in Klovisa, it's summer here. And once summer hits, it's just pollen season
Summer
all day.
sucks.
Ah! Okay, actually, hang on. This is killing. I'm dying.
Who's dead?
Alright, we're in
Don's
control now,
dead.
guys.
Alright, guys, roll initiative. We're entering.
I drank 2 bottles of alcohol. To warm up.
You think your bottles of alcohol survived the crash?
Absolutely. If anything
Hell
did,
no.
it's the useless items. Look, every time I've lost magic items, it's always been important things, never the useless shit I've had. John let me keep petrified pieces of wood that I broke off of a door when instead I lost a map.
I firebolt Finn. No.
You fireball Fen, huh?
It wouldn't even hit you. It wouldn't
Huh?
even hit you.
Huh?
It wouldn't even hit you.
Huh?
Listen to whispers. You bitch. And you whisper, bitch.
I hate
You little
Texas.
bitch.
What the fuck?
Don't worry
What did
about
you
it.
just say,
Don't
Temer?
worry about it.
He called me a bitch because he firebolted me.
No. I mean, in acting,
That's
what Fen would say in the dissonant whispers, you know, like, you little bitch. Yeah.
Fucker.
Okay. You start to feel a tugging sensation at the very tip of these dowsing rods, Fen. They're pointing you. I guess I could randomize it if I really wanted to. Or I could pretend I know what I'm talking about. Let me see where this map is. This thing does not summon an arcane ley line. It instead points you to where they actually are. And to find out where ley lines actually are, John has to look at his world map. Thorazor.
I mean, if you look carefully, you'll see that there's a line, like, right, two of them that cross right about where we're at.
If you go by the geometry.
I was waiting for JC to like draw a dick and balls or something like this. Here you go. If you look a little around here, then bang.
I would never do such a thing.
You're doing it right now, I bet, aren't you? You're doing it right now.
Now, purple's not me.
It is further south. That is where it will take you. But who's drawing a dick?
The purple is Fan.
Get out of here. Oh, fuck. I lost my token.
It's okay. It's okay.
Get the fuck out of here. It starts pointing you southward.
I don't have any sense of like actual distance. It's just direction.
It's pure direction, baby.
Oh, good lord.
I've heard this fancy thing that you can do. What you do is you take one spot and then you move, and you take the direction in another spot, and it's called triangulation.
I roll to the left. Does it point any differently?
You are a genius, Terry.
You
How did
roll
you know that?
2.5 feet to the left. It does not point in a different direction.
Terry, you're terrible at this geometry bullshit. You didn't teach math and blinding lights, huh?
Unless you can, like, truly notice the, like, tenth
Yeah.
of a degree that it actually rotated. Like,
Nope.
So we can risk it. Rude, if you're willing, us two can go out there. And we can risk finding this thing. But
I am totally down for that. I look back at the shivering people. Does the tiny hut vanish when you leave it?
I can't go. You know what? I can't even do that. So it doesn't even work. None of this even works. We should. All right. You know.
Oh, no.
I can just build a little like burrow and hope that no one finds me.
Bury it. We bury
I
the
get
money
up,
here.
Suture
or we-
needle still in my hand. Just fucking, let's go to Updraft. For fuck's sake, let's do something other than sit around twiddling our goddamn thumbs.
Maybe we could like
No, sir.
sleep. We've been awake all day.
Your
I'm
rules
tired.
will be shit. Yes, exactly. We should just.
Terry.
You know what?
There's only one thing people understand, and it's violence. You're gonna need to choke Fen out.
What are you doing? What are you doing? You chose chaos, John.
No, I think he's got a point. How you're
Go.
gonna choke out totally.
I mean, it's just a different kind of hug, right?
True.
Right around the neck.
You doing it? You doing it?
No, I'm good.
Yes, good.
Why aren't
Do you guys want to have a short rest or not?
I want to have a short rest.
We're resting, but Brood. We bury it. You bury you. We do something, but you know what?
Yeah,
It's not your day tomorrow.
I guess not. Just don't let Coraline drive Oscar the Grouch. I go under. Unless you want Oscar the Grouch to get buried with me, that's fine too.
No.
Damn it.
Okay. Sever, you don't need to breathe since you're undead, and you also have a dig speed of 5 feet. You dig 5 feet in the ground and begin to... So you don't create, like, holes. You quite literally just swim through earth during this. It is, you push dirt behind you, you go forward, and you keep doing that. There, of course, will be a tiny little mound of where you initially make entrance into the ground. But you, more or less, can become your own... Well, you can turn the world into your sarcophagus. Which is fantastic. For the rest of you, you can have a short rest. As you guys hang out in the very warm, temperature-controlled tiny hut.
Ooh, that's good.
As they roll hit dice, the snow continues to fall. And John is going to roll for weather, as it becomes the 8th of January. It
Yeah, so how
stays
many-
steady.
Dysfunction. How many hit dice do we roll?
As many as you have.
Lot.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I'll look at Thatch to see if you should roll any. He's at 77 out of 81. He can roll one. Okay.
That's correct. One more. One of it.
2, 4.
And then we get a hit dice back after our short rest, right?
Yes.
Yes, I do think I will get my barbarian hit dice back instead of the rogue.
Very.
I get all the bardics back? Man.
Get Bardic Inspiration back on short rest?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, after a certain level.
Nice.
I think it's
Fonts
level
of
6.
inspiration.
Level
It's
5.
not like
yeah.
I use them. Let's be honest with ourselves. I don't
Very
help
true.
people.
Very true. Dawn soon breaks. Sever waits. It is still cold outside of the dome. You wonder to yourselves how people can be at war right now. It's the fucking middle of January, or beginning of January. What do you do?
Okay, what's our plan here now?
I guess we walk back to Updraft.
Do we
Nowhere
try
else
to
go?
do we try to find that ley line spot?
It's tugging south. Updraft is north.
But we
Sounds
don't know
like
how
it's-
far south it's gonna take us.
Yeah, we don't know.
You know,
I look
now
at
that
Thatch.
you're feeling a little bit better, maybe we could travel, maybe, I don't know, a mile or so to the side, to the east, and then see if it pulls a different direction.
Sure. We'll see how far, what. I don't think it'll be perception, will be detectable, but you know what?
I just hold one dowsing rod in one hand and the other in like the fingers that I can do with the thing floating in my hand.
Dude points out, you can move me if you want.
I grab him and I just like put him at my shoulder.
Yeah, he floats at your shoulder.
All right, beautiful.
Just keep a lookout for these leeches. They're big. They are they have side damage, and they are very, very, very heavy hitters. And we start walking east, right? Everybody agreed?
Sever will have to dig after you if he wants
Yeah.
to keep up.
We move 30 feet, he moves 5.
Yeah,
Well, actually 40 with Terry.
very true.
No, it's daytime.
I just stand on top of him so he gets 10 extra. No, I think it's only walking speed. That would be funny if it worked, though.
Imagine if you gave him 10 extra burrow feet.
Just... that'd be pretty intense. It's gonna be rough for Sever now that he can no longer feel where Thatch is. Is there a way for Sever to continue to communicate with you guys?
Oh yeah, before night falls, I I'm just like, hey, if one of you guys makes a bond with me, I would be able to follow wherever you guys go, despite being
I cast
underground.
silence on myself. Does that work with telepathic shit?
No,
No,
actually,
it's
I don't
a
think it
different thing
does.
you need.
At all.
Mm,
Go ahead and subtract the spell slot, though.
happily.
Anyone at all?
Nope.
That's why you don't care, right?
It's weird. You hear cricket noises.
Sever. Sever.
The five of us kind of look at each other, and we all take a
mean-
step back. So Cora and Terry's just left the one step forward.
I mean, it's something we'd have to talk about. I think it's like a big deal, right?
It's sort of a big deal. It's sort of like, hey, what do you need, and maybe I can help you with that. And in exchange, like, sometimes siphon off a little bit of life force every so often. It doesn't change your life expectancy, as far as I can tell.
Terry, this is what Thatch looks like after a few months of his little life force.
Oh,
Hey!
is that why he
Hey!
keeps staring off into space?
Thatch looks great. Look, it's the new sword. Look at him.
I, like,
Jeez.
flick him in
He's
the
only
ear.
22
He doesn't
years
react.
old.
He cuts Finn in
He's
half
just-
immediately, killing him instantly.
He's 22 years old. He had a kid that's 8. You're telling sorry.
He was very popular as a child.
Do we
Anyway,
reach
well,
the
hey,
river?
just think about it, Terry, and hopefully we'll see you soon. And I go into,
Okay.
into the dirt.
You can hit the side of this island with the river on it, for sure. You walked just eastward. You quickly find that this river is nothing in comparison to the 4-mile wide stretch before that you have crossed. This one is but a few hundred feet, if that.
So I lay down a quick water breathing on us all, just for the hell of it.
Is it that deep?
Well,
No.
did we want, now that we're on the east side, did we want to try the dividing rods again and see how far south we might need to go?
I'm just holding him at this point.
Well, you've still got to go 100 feet, right?
Did
Oh, you
Finn
want to go
notice
south?
Did
Terry
Finn
wants to look
notice?
south more.
any change in is his perception that
Yeah.
good? Did he notice?
Well, it maintains its gravity of where it was wanting to go initially. So if you move more eastward, it would point southwestward a little bit. Not in such a steep angle as I'm currently illustrating, but
It's still like that very minute.
So it's still pretty
Yeah.
far.
it's still
is what
pretty
I'm
far.
getting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get a very slight arc, not a very big arc, which would be very
Mhm.
near to us. So
For sure.
yeah. All right, getting across. River short. It's very cold. When we get to the end of this, we're gonna need to all huddle up in a little tiny hut.
I mean,
Yeah.
I can fly somebody across.
You know what? That's
It's,
better.
it's only a few
Fly
hundred
yourself.
feet. I could probably fly both of all three
I
of you.
offer
I don't know
my
how
hand.
heavy is Coraline.
Very light.
Not very heavy. She's not even wearing armor or anything.
Yeah, I'll use my channel of divinity to double my carry capacity and carry these light folks across the river.
Okay. I need to look at Thatch's movement real quick. I'm sorry.
Sever can just dig through the river.
Yeah, Thatch, I don't think I can do. So Thatch has just got to manage his own, or somebody's got to figure out something else.
Okay, it doesn't increase his swim. Just wanted to check that. That's
We've
fine.
already established that Thatch can walk along the bottom if he has water breathing on him.
Okay. Then he will make it over walking along the bottom of the river twice as fast as he normally would. His sword cackles and crackles with yellow lightning. He wonders briefly if he's going to be electrocuted, but he does not. This seems to be not real lightning? You think to yourselves for a moment? Unnatural?
It's a skin.
True, it's a skin. It's a different ribbon skin he's wearing now, guys. He just keeps hitting Q over and over and over again until he hops across the river.
Would exhaustion mechanics set in because he got wet?
No.
Okay, gotcha.
You
It's
guys
almost like you
can...
freely move.
Yeah, freedom of movement, one could say. You all can hunker back down into a different... Or no, do you not want to do tiny hunt for Thatch? Because I'm
Yeah,
assuming
that's
you
what I
want...
was saying. I mean, I was saying he might get like cold and die.
Yeah, he probably will, but not immediately.
What
be
time of the day
fine.
is it? What time of the day is it?
Should still be quite early, right?
Yeah.
We've walked a few miles and crossed the river.
Okay. I say we go. We do immediately for Thatch, tiny hut.
Okay. You don't want him to do a half-day hard march, freezing to death in frozen
No.
water?
Don't really want to do that.
This
you
was
know?
his winters growing up.
Make
We
sure
have
to
to
get those
respect-
wet shoes off.
We have to respect, his character.
No, you keep the wet boots on.
Antro orders him to take off the wet
Wants
boots.
to Terry and Antral want to see his feet.
Thatch doesn't
No.
listen to orders anymore, guy. No. He's his own man, even though he's not here.
He's taken his destiny.
You guys can do all this. Sever, you are quite literally trapped unless you have a way of getting over this river.
I mean, hopefully one day at night, Terry will come back for me.
He can't carry you.
Okay.
I'm too heavy. Oh no!
He never could.
I become the vampire of this small peninsula.
We'll come back for you later.
This is his new destry.
You don't even leave him a radio. You guys head on up to Updraft. It'll take you half of your day to get there. You set out in the early mornings, so you'll get there in the mid/late afternoon. Having to take some breaks every now and again, which requires the tiny hut to be set up to actually rest in. But you make it to Updraft. That is recovering after a night assault. When you all arrive on foot, many people don't notice you. A rider does not come out to greet you because they did not see your airship. But when you make it to the perimeter of town, the 5 of you, one guy, a soldier, is like, "Oh shit!" The sentry, seeing your rugged demeanor, will tell you to hurry up, get to Lieutenant Dan.
Damn. Sorry.
Just for we got Sever, right?
No,
No, he's still hiding in the earth on that island.
he lives
We have
down
to come back for him with a boat.
Okay, we don't.
That's what
take
has to be done.
Yeah, I guess I could do it. I could also fly over there, but I don't know how fast it would be. Anyways, continue. Or I could Phantom Steed over there, like literally.
Well, I mean, getting across the river is the big problem.
Hey, Lieutenant Dan.
You go to Lieutenant Dan after arguing for a little while, where you will find a Lieutenant Dan missing his. I got to roll the random dice. Yay! Where's my D8 or D4?
He's missing a limb.
He's
I
missing a
hope this is
limb.
Come on, legs. It's got to be legs.
Head.
All right, 1, 2 is left arm, 3, 4 is right arm, and so on and so forth. That's a 3. He's missing his right arm. You guys see that Lieutenant Dan looks very sickly, not in good health, and he's missing his right arm. Currently, there's just like a half stump at where his bicep ends. It quite literally looks like it was chewed off. He looks at you, looks at Thatch, a person he knows, sees his great new longsword in his hands. He's like, "We didn't see your ship."
shot down slugs.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, at least we know they have anti-air capabilities now.
Yes, they're able to shoot up 1,000 feet. Very impressive.
With what? A cannon? A gun?
We didn't see them. From a theater piece I've seen once called Airship Troopers. I think it's a big leech that sticks its butt in the air and files the green slime.
Oh yeah.
That's horrifying.
We mark the points of the map that we were shot down, and we were attempted to be shot down exactly to the west of uphill almost, and from the
It's a
west
miracle
of uphill.
that you survived, he says, begrudgingly.
Yes, it was. It's all thanks to Finn.
Well, that's for you.
Well,
Anyways, we have a man out there, a vampy, froggy man.
even
we'll
the vampire survived.
yeah.
Unfortunately.
Wow.
We need to get him. We'll need to ride down a boat down this river to pick him up.
I'll check the docks. There might be one or two still floating.
Cool. Yeah. When's the next airship going to Tulst?
He looks at you as if you just said, like, a calculus problem.
All right, don't worry. We'll talk to somebody who knows.
We
Where's the
probably
next
have to go back to Thorazor to figure that out.
Okay, so we went from Thorazor to here first. All right. When's the next? I don't know. How did we get here from Thorazor? Again, I was not.
Airship.
Airship.
Okay.
We're in
Our
your own
airship.
airship.
If we want to get back to Thorazor, we probably should figure out how to head back.
How long
via
does it take
other
for the
methods.
taxis to get here?
Ezra, we just lost already.
Taxis.
You already
He
forgot.
starts laughing. Taxis, this man says.
Yeah, where's that Corolla Tacoma?
Fuck you.
We didn't see any leeches outside of being shot down by these guys, so they're definitely leeches. And
Yeah.
is that it? Is that any were we meant to do anything else here? Does you guys?
I
Are
mean,
good?
we wanted to figure out where the leeches were coming from. That was the goal. We haven't done it.
Okay, figure out where the leeches are coming from.
They're definitely coming from the swamp,
Yep.
since Sever killed one when we got across the river.
Well, that's where the anti-air was coming from. Not from the river, but... John, was it directly from the river or before we hit the river?
You were over the river when you were shot.
But the shot, did it come from, like, the other bank? Or...
It came
You
from
were
under you?
Those
So-
I
Oh,
likely have no
you
idea
don't know
which
the exact
direction it
angle.
came from.
Gotcha.
In theory, if you were facing it, you would have seen it, even if it did fire below you. But since I did not narratively describe that, clearly you did not see where it came from exactly.
Marking down where we were shot, and before where we had a near miss. That's all we know. So that's all we can do for them.
Okay.
But find out where they're coming from. We have no idea, I suppose. Guys, you want to continue doing this mission, right? Find out where they're coming from.
Yeah.
All right. So first,
Yeah, we need to kill every last one of those damn leeches. Shoot my ship down. Grumble, grumble, grumble.
I whispered. I thought it was Sever.
No. Well,
first, it's like first we get Sever, rest up a bit while someone's getting Sever, and we'll head off to the area we were shot down, because most likely that's where we're going to find a high leech concentration. If they have anti-aircraft there, it's probably going to be a place where we can find information.
Yes, Dan. Was there anything different this night with the attack?
I look at
Less
this
little
missing
guys, but yeah. Same.
Less
really.
little guys.
Yeah, bigger ones now. They're like half people, half leech. He screamed at us. One cut my arm off.
Yes, we've seen those before.
He nods.
All right, let's go get the frog and let's go kill some leeches.
So I think what we need is actually a place to dump out or to store some of the stuff that we. Right, if we could empty Oster the Grouch, then we can put
Oscar the Grouch is still on that island.
Oh yeah, that's right. Never mind. I'm being dumb.
Yeah, you
And
have
how
to
are
get
we-
Sever. He's guarding all your gold.
What? We left our gold with Sever? What the
That's
hell?
at the bank.
I thought the choice was to take the gold without Sever because it filled his trash can. We
How
wouldn't
do you
be
get
able
a
to.
giant
We didn't
trash
get it
can?
across the river.
Yeah,
Yeah,
across
you
the
did
river.
Yeah.
it across the river.
If he
You-
can't
Yeah.
carry
it would
Sever,
be
how
on the
can
bank.
he carry a trash
Yeah.
can?
You know what,
Can get it. It's gold. It won't rust.
Frankly, it's okay either way. Anyways, we go pick up Sever because we got to get the team together. We got to get the team back together, and we go to the docks and looking for anybody taking a boat down river.
No one is taking a boat downriver, but there are
So-
boats. You see, kind of on the dock, not in the best of condition, is a river barge. It's basically a low hull boat. We'll just keep calling it a boat. That doesn't have much in terms of, like, structure or anything like that. It's basically just a wooden plank with a rudder and a sail.
No way.
Survivor raft.
No way in hell we're taking all our gold on this damn thing. So you
Well,
look for
it's-
better.
This boat is designed to have as much weight on it as possible.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
I
that's how
thought it's like
barges
a-
work.
Done. All right. If you can carry the weight, have Sever and the gold, you can judge that. Then we'll pay you. What are your price?
Are you asking the
Yeah.
boat?
Walk
Your
to
boat?
it, and I say, Coraline, let's just go and start taking it. He's asking to give them money. Let's not do that.
No way in
Is there
hell we're
anybody around the
stealing.
boat?
This boat has been abandoned. Nobody lives in this
Oh.
town. This
Then
place
yoink.
has been
We'll
evacuated
take it.
weeks ago.
Then we'll take it.
I do like the idea
We'll
that
just take it.
Antoine does
Just-
talk to inanimate objects, though.
Well,
How
I
much
mean,
do
it
you
started
cost
with the
boats?
elementals, but like he
Yeah.
just sees
Maybe
you know,
boats have spirits too, guys. Maybe
I think he's-
Antoine is reintroducing animism.
Outstanding. We've got our boat.
You got your boat.
Heading down sound. Who wants to captain this boat? And I look to Coraline.
Yes. All right. Anchois, rudder. Terry, the pole on the right. Thatch, pole on the left. Fen, look out. Full
I'm in the
pulling
progress.
ahead.
Okay. Give me a.
Saw
Do you have
this.
waterborne vehicles or water vehicles?
do.
Coral? Let's see
I
it.
do.
I
What's
be-
the attribute that you use for it?
Well, the way you were describing it is you were going to order everybody around and delegate tasks to them, so I assume it would be charisma.
Right.
First, I do a water breathing before we all set
You
sail,
already
by the
have
way.
water breathing.
I will do it every day until we no longer
15
need to
on
be
a
in the
giant wooden board with a sail and rudder shouldn't be too hard. Coraline, you'll have to step in for the more technical things, but if you tell someone to just hold the rudder still when there is a locking wooden mechanism that keeps the rudder still, you can more or less handle this ship. Terry and your friend Thatch will push rather than paddle, so you don't need to worry about rowing or anything like that. It's just two massive, almost 30-foot wooden poles, and you guys will go riding along the current all the way down the river. Is there anything else you guys are doing, or are you just going straight towards where you believe Sever is?
Yeah, Fenn's in the crow's nest, not paying attention to a thing that
There
Well-
is
is
no
going on
crow's
around
nest.
him.
I've
It
got
is
a
a barge.
question for you guys. How are we getting him into the boat? It's gonna be daytime still, right?
This boat can handle a lot of weight. We'll just put some dirt on them or something.
He'll be in the mark. No, wait, he won't be in the mark if it's at daytime.
I mean, I guess we could empty it out, right, into the boat, and then put him in the trash can, and then put the trash can on the boat.
I look for a gangplank.
You can find like a 2x4.
Yeah. I just point at this and I say, we make a ramp out of it.
All right. Seems like a good enough plan. Let's go.
Okay. You head down the river. You will stop where you got out of your crossing, or when you crossed this river initially.
Stop after the grouch, and then circling it like a shark. It's just a little mound of dirt. Just going around.
Sever is there, being a land shark. It's actually kind of intimidating now that you just see, like, earth shifting every so often. And you're like, holy shit, he could quite literally just grab someone and probably drag them underneath. That'd be terrible.
Every so often, he gets too close to the river, there's a little squirt of water, and we hear, under the ground.
But it's just a matter of time, I suppose. You can either empty Oscar the Grouch onto the boat and then get Sever in by having him wedge himself in, then carry himself, or you just wait another, I don't know, 2 to 3 hours to get Sever onto it.
No, I think we'll try to get back in the day,
Okay.
rather than risking being with the leeches at night on the river.
Okay. It is
Is it-
a rather
does-
short jump. Well, you spent 10 hours walking, you boat back down, or 10 miles walking, boat down
Could
for
I
another
offer-
10.
I was
What's
gonna
that?
ask, could I offer Sever to be changed into a bat and just take a look for any more leeches if you want?
During the day? Does that work, John?
If you are
I'm
polymorphed
afraid.
into a giant eagle, you will not have the properties of a vampire for that.
An hour?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
because you
Yeah,
quite
I'd be
literally
down.
shapeshift.
Yeah.
Sure.
So take a look. Just be back before within an hour, man.
Okay.
Wait,
hold
you
on.
had polymorph this whole time?
And there's been a few days. It's been a few days. I gain
It's
arcane
been-
recovery.
it's been
It has
8
been
days.
one night.
I should say that we slept on the east side out when we crossed the river first. Then we did half a day up, and then we took a boat down. So at least I had one recovery.
Yeah, you
You
had
turned me
one.
into a giant eagle, right?
Yes.
A burst of dirt as a giant eagle sprouts out of the ground.
We literally have not slept since we left him. I'm just saying.
It's
It's the same
You
day.
know what? If we haven't slept, no recovery. But we. Oh wait,
You guys
slept-
had a
we slept
short
when we were
rest.
with
What are you
him.
talking
We
We
rolled.
about?
slept when we
We
were
rolled.
with him.
we rolled.
We don't
Yeah,
need to rest right now. And
We
we
slept
slept
when
rest
we
of
were
another
with
day.
He
him.
already
That's what I'm
had
saying.
his
We-
arcane recovery. Why are we
Yeah.
freaking
rolled.
out?
No, I'm just
We
saying he
rolled.
had the polymorph
Yes.
when we crossed the river. Like, he had already done his arcane recovery. He should have had it at that time. It's all fine. Whatever. I don't care.
We agree. I know. I know, Corin. Believe me, I know. You guys can make it back up to Updraft right as night is beginning to fall.
With my eagle eyes, can I look through the north area of that beach for the anti-air or even leeches?
So you want to fly over the river as
No,
an
no,
aerial creature.
Yes, I want to get attacked by this thing. But the thing is, I think it only works at night because leeches come out at night. So
Do you want to risk this?
I do want to risk it.
You heard it here first, folks. Make me a perception check. As the
Yeah,
leeches
I've got
also make
advantage
a
with
perception
vision.
check.
Sure. I have advantage as a eagle and a +4. So
For sure.
do you mind if I just do the 2d20? Hold on.
Go for it.
15.
A 15. You will see them about the same time as they see you, letting you roll for initiative so that you don't get shot down.
Sure.
Is it a big bug that turns its butt to the sky to shoot him down?
I'm not going to describe that until initiative has been
that
rolled.
initiative is a 3. I don't know what the dex is on the eagle, but probably not very good. So,
Probably not very good.
I mean,
It's
plus
actually
4,
plus
right?
3.
so it's a 5.
6.
So yeah, it's a
11.
6. Alright, so they go first.
Sever, you are flying over this river that you know, if you stop being an eagle over, you will be obliterated. That means no resurrection, no turn into fog cloud, not
Now,
see you
hold on
later
a
in the
moment.
coffin. This
Now,
is
hold on a moment.
eternal void.
Now, as I understand it, if I hit the river, you're correct. But if I hit the ground, hold on.
Do I have 10 million
Or
points yet?
Alright, never mind. Go ahead. The river
I-
will not obliterate me because this is unless it's like a mega elemental, say.
The
With
river
a regular
will obliterate
elemental.
you slowly. If you die in the
Slowly.
river,
Okay.
you die for
Yes.
real.
Yes.
I break concentration.
No! No!
You have no-
Jesus Christ.
No, of course not. Of course not. Of course not.
I'm going to make an attack roll. As you
Alright, here we
see
go.
in the shadows of the canopy across the swamp, a giant leech, maybe 30 foot in diameter. You're unsure how big it actually is, but it is
As
size
big as I am.
gargantuan. That just opens its mouth and a giant bioluminescent blob of acid streaks towards you.
It is from Star Trek Troopers.
It is from Star Trek
No,
Troopers.
Starship Troopers, it's out the butt.
That is a natural
Well,
19 on the
okay,
armor
that is
class
a
of a
hit
giant
on that
eagle
eagle.
of 13.
That's a hit.
Let
Roll
us
that
see.
damage.
Roll your hit points as an eagle, Sever.
Yeah, 10d10.
Oh.
Was it?
10 plus 4. That's better than
40,
the
10
average.
plus
You want me
4.
to try it?
Let
Yeah,
me
sure,
go and
hold on.
see what this does to creatures, because it has different damage types depending on what it is
That's
damaging.
less. That's
Oh
less than
my
the
god.
average.
Acid,
Goodbye.
flesh and bone.
Goodbye, Sever. Goodbye, Sever. Why,
You guys
Sever?
really want a vampire weighing down your adventure the whole game?
Yeah,
This
but
isn't
Coraline really
animal
wanted to be the one to kill Sever.
Where did it go?
Why?
Where's my artillery?
Will she really be upset if it's this way too?
Just another thing the leeches have stolen from her.
True. Everything on his inventory as well. Okay. 2d10 plus 4 acid damage. Alrighty.
Okay, well, if they roll worse than I did, then we got a shot at surviving.
You. It's all you.
You
I got a
go to
shot-
3 hit points as the
And then-
first acid attack hits you.
Ah!
I remember these things have a range of 1,000 feet, and you only
With-
move at 60.
No, I move at 80 because I'm not carrying anything. So I
Okay.
will dash action and try and what is it? Fly back? Is it just too far away?
Yeah, you can fly back.
If I go horizontal,
I'm just gonna
I
roll a
kinda-
dice just to see, funsies. Okay, I think it actually misses on that. What's your AC? 13?
It's 13.
Eight plus 4?
That's 12.
Cool.
It misses you by 1. Should I give it advantage for funsies?
Nah.
Can it see that far?
Are you telling us ever? That's a real question.
In daytime, yeah, I can.
Yeah.
This thing has eyes, Chief. Which is horrifying to think about, because you didn't see eyes on it.
I'm 320 feet away from it now. Horizontally.
Well, from when
Alright,
it
even
engaged
at a-
you, right?
Yeah.
You
But at least we
escape,
know where
Sever.
it is. Oh my god.
You fly away.
I land on the barge, battered and acid full. I'm just like, okay, so we got like an elephant larva thing, leech, and I communicate telepathically to these people.
What you can't do as a polymorphed eagle.
No, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
No,
not.
because
No, it's not
You
shape
lose your
change.
vampire.
We should
Yeah.
retcon the rescue. We'll give them more levels of exhaustion, please.
This is all Coraline and Fenn's fault. Give me Constitution saving throws, or die. You were hanging out with their ghosts this entire time, guys.
ooh, 7.
Coraline's a specter now. Fenn is a specter now. You guys stare off into the void as this session ends prematurely as I kill myself in real life in Minecraft. How dare you make me retcon an hour and a half ago? What? Are you fucking kidding me? You're an updraft now. Congratulations.
So we describe to Lieutenant Dan another of these goddamn things and what they look like.
And luckily, we know where it is.
Yeah, exactly where it is with more precision.
You're telling me there's an elephant-sized giant worm out there that shoots
Yes.
acid?
Scraw! Scraw!
Why hasn't it tried to hit us?
Do you want to ask it? Do you want to ask it that question? It hits things flying. It hits Sever. Of course, you look at him. We all like to do it, but it did.
Oof. He looks at the tattered giant eagle spell monster before him. Just nods his head, probably under the influence of morphine right now. And says, okay.
So, any more sorties we want to do out there? Do we want to just go and find this thing, this elephant-sized thing, and attack it? Because I don't want to do it. That's large. That's way too big.
I mean,
Isn't that good for your big fire spells?
It's good,
Yes.
but we should rest up first.
I'm
You
pretty
want
well
us to
rested.
rest when the leeches attack at night in a village overnight.
I mean, we should probably help protect the village if we stay here, or we should do something else if we want to do something else.
We can either help the village here, go hunting for the big one, or go back to Musterfield and see if we can get another ship.
The eagle gets into a garage out of the sunlight.
You turn into a
I
vampire.
break concentration.
Alright, cool.
I guess
Enough
we
of
need
this.
to discuss some things.
Yeah.
Because it feels like we're treading water right now.
We're not gonna get a long rest anywhere here in Destiny. Alright?
Not an updraft, that's for certain.
That's 100% certain. So we gotta
So
go back
I
and
am
pick
not
this thing up.
willing to have a entire day of my life every week dedicated to throwing leech monsters at you and do the same combat encounter over and over and over again. A bunch of even like 500 half CR monsters is not truly a threat to you guys in this moment in time. You have a guy with fireball. They cannot all attack you at once, and that is just menial bullshit that I don't care to do. You can sit at updraft and hold the town from leeches, if that is what you want to do. Strategically, what does that give you, though?
Absolutely jack shit.
Okay.
Go kill the anti-air.
Oh no, we were only going to stay there for the night to go hunting in the day. Because we don't want to go out on the river in the night.
I want to
Right.
rest a bit. I just need some spells. I have zero. Like,
Actually, the thing about Antoine is that if he does Arcane Recovery 2 days in a row, he's getting more spell slots. He doesn't need a whole full week.
I think we're deviating from the point John's trying to make here.
Yeah, we don't want to be here forever.
Even if you kill the anti-air thing, what do you accomplish now that you don't have an airship?
Well, we can let...
Revenge!
We need to keep looking, because with anti-air gone, if we can find wherever their main force is, we can bomb it.
find out where they're coming from. It all comes back to that. It all comes back to that. So we'll have to do more sorties out there. We'll have to do it better, deeper, harder,
So-
faster.
Let's think for
Longer.
1 second, guys.
Yeah, fuck this. We can't do the leeches anymore. The river is just too big a deal. Like, we're cutting the day in half, and I can't do half of it. And what is it? We're burning spell slots by trying to deal with the river every day. We also don't have an airship anymore.
Sever is correct. But only so far in as doing these taxi things that you wanted to do initially. You cannot make Updraft your home base. It is constantly under attack. You are not here to hold ground. You are here to solve the problem. if you wish to explore the swamp, you will have to explore the swamp. Going into the enemy's battle lines is suicide. You know this. So you're going to either have to go around them and then be in the swamp for potentially days or weeks, or you're going to have to figure out some other way of doing this infiltration, deep scouting mission you want to accomplish. Because as it stands, you're going to keep hitting your head up against a wall rather than thinking around it.
Does it cost a spell slot for that crystal ball?
No.
Okay.
You haven't
Did
used
we
it
at
yet.
least
It's literally free scrying constantly if you're using it.
did we at
John
least
did.
look, see the ruins that we flew over? From
You saw a
so
bunch
we-
of ruins. They're on the map.
Yeah, we'll just spend a bunch of time looking at the ruins through Scry, right?
You want to spend all that time in Updraft scrying on it.
We can go somewhere else. We just need to get a vehicle and we'll go to somewhere else. Westerfield and Morento. We can walk.
We need to find out where these things are coming from. We do it safely because, again, we start trudging around in the swamps. We'll die without spell slots, without anything like that. So, find out where the slugs are coming from. How to do it safely. I say by boat, but I'd like some spell slots while we do it.
Also, alternatively, we could get a ride from Thorazor down to somewhere where the angels, like Hindsight or one of the castles, and see if we can help out somewhere over there. And we can still scry. No matter how far away it is, we can scry on it as long as we know where it was. We just need that's a lot of land to walk through.
Again, boat. But
Boat can only take us so far.
better than land.
This is
Always better than land.
150 miles of just coastline. Parts of this is 6 miles wide. I think at the widest it is 12 or 30. This is a lot of territory to cover. Doing nightly escapades over like 10 miles in 26-mile increments is just not enough. You don't have the range.
How do we get intel? How do we get intel out of this? Come on, guys. You flew over here. We saw some ruins. We didn't see anything else. We know that there's...
We know if the leeches are intelligent, or it's just an extension of Leechy Dam. I can try and detect thoughts on one.
They
If
spoke
the,
to him.
the
Yeah.
big one didn't come here, that's what Dan said. That means there's something guiding him. Maybe the controller is near the big one, and we can find something that points to the source.
Yeah, they're protecting something, right? I agree.
Otherwise, the big one would come here and blast them from across the river.
Protecting something. Okay. How do we find out their secrets? Like,
Well, hopefully
Yeah.
the big one is smart enough, and I can detect thoughts on it and figure out what it's thinking. I
okay.
don't know.
Okay.
What about the ones that are with the human top half? Like
Oh.
Paradigm, but a leech.
Yeah, those guys. How do we conquer them?
I mean,
How do you conquer the worm?
Yeah.
Dan was saying that they come here. Maybe we can capture one, and Sever can do his frog meld thing with one of them.
if it's
Mm.
small, it might not be smart enough. It just gets guided by.
No, the things are big.
Yeah, these are
Uh,
big. These are
oh.
big. You beautiful,
human
beautiful
thing?
Corlene. These are good ideas.
Okay.
A prisoner. Do your voodoo torture on a prisoner.
It's not voodoo torture. It's just I just read its mind. It's fine. It's just not voodoo torture. This is the bad rep that vampires have.
What do
But
you
yeah,
think's gonna happen when you detect thoughts on a leech? When the last time we had someone talk to, or you guys had someone talk to a leech, was Coraline. Coraline, what happened with that again?
She accepted their god, but that was her choice.
Nothing. They just asked me how to conquer a worm, and I said, you step on it, and we went our separate ways. It was quite a nice conversation with a tree covered in leeches, and nothing ever came from it.
Now let's think of the alternative and where her path led her, and the alternative of that would have led her. It doesn't seem like a great idea.
Vampire?
I say all ideas are great to try. And you know what? Capturing a prisoner is little effort for possible gain.
What do the humans, centaur leeches, do they ever speak? We should ask Lieutenant Dan that. Like,
The other
battle
thing
cry,
is-
orders or anything.
Dan would know. Yeah,
The other
Dan
thing
would.
that we know is that they have these scouts, right? Who knows where they're going after they were returning to the river, right? The attackers didn't seem to return, just sort of kept going mindlessly forward, but these scouts are returning somewhere.
That was
Right.
a little leech, if I remember
Sever-
correctly. Sever destroyed a little leech going back
Yeah.
into the river.
Yeah,
Well,
Seva,
it
you shouldn't
looks
have
like-
killed it. You should have followed it.
Yeah, that's a good idea, except it got into the water. I was like, oh no, I can't
Do you
follow
have
it
a way of
anymore.
remotely following something?
Not a
Ooh,
productive way.
scry.
Constantly scry, yeah, like literally just constant, right?
Could we look
This
at the scry
sounds
spell?
like an even less effort to do of getting intel.
We just need to find one of these
To
things.
get one, we mind
You
meld
can
with
see
it.
and hear a
Let it go.
particular creature you choose that is on the same plane of existence as you. The target must make a wisdom saving throw, which is modified by how well you know the target and the sort of physical connection you have to it. If the target knows you're casting the spell, it can fail the saving throw voluntarily if it wants to be observed. Knowledge, second hand. You have heard of the
Yeah.
target. It gets +5 to its save.
Got a
First
body part
hand,
now.
if you have met the
Ooh.
target, the
Yes.
spell's at +0. Familiar, you know the target well. It has -5 to the save.
Get to the last one. Get to the juicy one.
Connection. If you have a body part, lock of hair,
Yes.
bit of nail, or the like, it has a -10 to its saving throw.
Perfect. That's exactly what we need. Get a little body part. Doesn't have to be big enough so it can limp back. Say, go back to your home, friend. And then we scry it all the way back. Then we know one location. We know something from there.
Hey, John.
Okay.
Quick
Hi.
question. So all these little tokens you have on the map, I'm assuming this was all explained to us, that these are locations being attacked by leeches, and these are like positions that are being assaulted, yes?
Yes.
So literally the entirety of this fucking river on the east side that we're contemplating is being attacked by these leeches.
At least the towns on this river is.
So it has to be in the swamp. We can scry on it. We know where to find these scouts, and we have an idea of where to find these scouts. We can scry on them. Let's look for think of where a heavier concentration of them are attacking from, or attacking at, and go off that, maybe.
Yeah, the two heaviest concentrations of attacks are down to the south at the battle camp and up here, right? This is the second biggest concentration of attack.
So I thought we had prisoners already, like maybe leech monsters here right now that we could just release. Do we? Is that even an option?
Dan has stated that there's no prisoner taking between him
Ah.
and leech monsters that want to rip his arms off. And then he waves his nubbin around.
Sounds like we have work to do.
Let's just let Dan become a
Yeah, we should go find another one of those scouts. Go scouting for scouts.
Okay. Is that what you
Um,
want to do for the rest of this day?
Yes, yes.
Where do you guys go to look? Are you splitting up? Sever can't start until the night falls, but if the night falls, chances are you're going to be under attack.
Hmm. All right.
We should use the buddy system.
We should use the entire group system.
No,
You
leave Sever here. It's okay.
yeah,
And then-
minus ever. Minus ever.
Thatch says he wants to test out his new sword anyway. He'll stick with Sever and defend this town.
So, guys, we just go to the direction of the one wave that came. So, and we keep looking until we find something.
Yeah, I mean, it would probably be along the river, places that are muddy, right?
Yeah.
So we want to find this little leech, stab it, and then let it go.
Yeah, and we might need to dig down into the dirt a little bit.
We might need to get some of its slime or whatever. If it
The
we
blood.
can. I'm
If
not too
Coraline stabs it, we have its blood.
Yeah.
All right,
Just a little bit.
let's
Not to kill
go
it.
scout along the bank of the river, I guess.
Okay. You have precious little time if you do it in near updraft at all. Because as soon as the sun truly sets, like once it begins setting and twilight hits, leeches are going to start coming out of the water to rip people's faces off, to bite at them, and to get shot or set on fire by a flamethrower. Sever and Thatch during this night assault, can hold down the fort. 2 level 8 characters, one of which is a vampire that has resistance to a lot of piercing damage, can quite literally just fight most of these things on their own to little threat. The rest of you can head up north or south. The last one Sever saw was south. But they are obscured by mud, he would have told you. He didn't even see them with his heat tracking. He was just looking for, like, worm sign in the grass. So I'm going to need some survival checks from only 2 of you. Whoever is leading your parties.
Too bad Thatch is not here. I have +1 survival. Okay.
I have
Alright, so-
+3. I'll be one of them. Ain't
Let's
shit.
roll.
Okay. You search for this night, looking for any worm sign, and are incapable of finding any. You will head home empty-handed as the 8th rolls around.
Before we leave, Anshua, do you have anything that's a little useless but fancy? Maybe with some sort of magical fanciness?
A few things, but why?
Something you don't mind abandoning?
Aw.
Coraline's gone the right track. If you leave something behind in an area where there was leeches scouting, you can scry on that object and possibly see their movement as you're watching.
I have books of Hephaestus. I have 6 of them. I kind of want to read through it when this is done. I don't want to let go.
I had the book and it disappeared. What? That's not fair.
You had a lion's head.
Orlin gives a look at the duty.
I am channeling lots of magic into those so that he does not get sad and quit the campaign.
So what do you need it for?
Something ideally waterproof that we can cast light on and throw in the river. The leeches will find it and go, "Ooh, this is interesting. Maybe we should bring it to our overlords." And then we see where it goes.
Very convoluted. It could be like the plot of a movie. Why can't we just do a useless thing? It has to be
Can't
magical.
see
It has
that.
to be a book.
Well, it has to be interesting. No leech is gonna
Okay,
carry a
fine.
rock back to
Hey,
his.
duty, are those books magical?
I am
Aside from
quite
involving
literally pumping
concentration.
magic into them. The moment I stop, they will dematerialize.
All right, I look
Can
through.
you
What's
make
the
another one?
lamest title? What's the lamest title?
Hephaestus and you, how to better understand your immortality.
Actually, that's a good one.
Yeah,
What
it's-
is that?
I like
That
how that's
sounds
the
actually-
lamest one.
Well, you open it and it's just 2 words. You don't. And you're like, oh, okay. This is a
And there's
meme.
300 empty pages.
I'd rather throw my potion of climbing. I mean, this is.
This is an antique.
Dizzy, can you
The book.
create some sort of doodad that makes some noise and
You are
walks around,
essentially
maybe?
holding an interactable illusion.
Yes, can you make one of those? Or Antoine, you're an illusionist. Can you?
There
make
are
one
6
those?
of them in this wizard's hands.
Yes, but he doesn't want to give up his books.
He
I'm
is a
frozen by
crybaby,
that.
I understand.
I'm tempted, Judy. I'm tempted to tell you to just cut it.
That
Your
would serve
will
no
is my
one.
command.
That would serve no one.
The books begin to flicker in and out like your camera becoming stationary for all
Yeah.
eternity.
Stop that, Finn. Stop telling your.
Oh, I'm losing control.
This ain't me anymore.
Fen,
What?
you have some strange powers. Can you make some sort of magical gizmo? That doesn't have to last long, maybe a day.
Absolutely not. And then I play my harmonica and use unsettling words on Antoine.
PvPing me?
No.
What is that? What is this?
As
He
you
throws a
guys
book.
plot
He
and
casts
plan
light a
for
book.
tomorrow,
Throws it.
you throw a book away with light on it?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this was the plan, and why not? Unless. How else are we going to move everything? Unless
Where are
trying
you
these fun
throwing
things. We leave it out on the banks. Just kind of like leave
You
it
just
out.
throw it in the mud?
I make
like
sure
a
to
riverbank?
have a page. I make
You
sure
know,
to
they
hold
were
a
probably
page.
scouting the airship wreckage to see what the fuck was going on or what that might have been. It's already it's like there might already be a stationary object inside the river that they're looking at.
You can do it right now. Go try it right now. Go do it.
Yeah, bitch. Dumb fuck.
Can we sky on the ship
the
underwater?
wreckage of the
You
ship.
were familiar with the airship, were you not? You flew in it for fucking a day or so.
Coraline, you look at your little action figure of Rick Silverback, too. Part
So
of
it's
the
like you had a
airship.
piece of it.
The action figure.
So such a short time. Okay, give me that ball.
You hand her one of the rarest magical items you've ever had or held onto, Fen. This thing is...
Never had it. Antoine had it.
Antoine had the ball?
Yeah.
Well,
had
Antoine's
the Book
frozen
of
right now,
Golems.
looking like he's a maniac, so...
Okay. Still talking.
Yeah.
We're scrying on the ship, right? This is the plan, not the book. Because I was gonna throw the book out there.
Yeah,
The
precious
book's
little
already in the
daylight
mud.
So we're scrying on the ship. So I scry on the ship.
Hey, my ship. Come on. Pass the ball.
Sorry, Corleen. I don't really trust you with magical loot.
That hurts, I'm sure. First, no invitation to
Alrighty.
the wedding. Now, no borrowing ball.
Unfortunately, the ship is not a particular creature you choose that is on the same plane of existence as you.
Interesting.
Is a creature a location? Is that what it is?
It says creature. Not even
You can scry
location.
on a location.
Where does it say location?
Hold on, I saw this. I was reading the hell.
Oh,
out of it.
instead of targeting a creature, it's the
Mhm.
very last sentence. I had to scroll down to see it. I'm sorry. You can choose a location you have seen before as the target of a spell. When you do, the sensor... Well, even then, the ship isn't a location. It's an object, right?
You said he saw the location of the explosion.
Yeah,
I
the
was
middle
by
of a
it.
river.
Yeah, I was by it. But you know what? Following a person, an actual being, is the best thing. Get some body part of them. And
You want to just
We go
try to
we go
scry
back.
on someone, Antoine? Why don't you want to do that? You've never messed with this orb before. You don't even really know how it works. And now
Check
you're
the
like,
tyrants.
fuck.
You could just say Lychee's Dan's name and look into the orb.
You want to try to make Lychee Dan make a saving throw?
No, I actually don't want to make Lychee Dan make a saving throw.
Come on, Antoine. Make Lychee Dan make a saving throw. Hand it to Coraline. What has she done to conquer the worm?
Ansha's going to be able to spy on the tyrant to check his medical status at all times.
All times. All right, you know what?
Great.
Can
we
I
gave a
scry on some
paranoid,
random-
schizophrenic guy.
Can I scry on some?
Yeah, so what do you want to try to scry on? Or who? Where or who?
I would like to scry on a leech that's going back to the swamp.
Has to be somebody you know.
Leech.
I mean, somebody I know, perhaps the leech that I never saw because my character never saw them.
If you know one leech, you know them all, right?
That's
Fuck.
horrible.
Jesus
That's
Christ,
horrible.
Tammer. Oh, that's not a good look, man. He's got a good point.
I never made that point.
Well,
leeches are all, special to my eyes. So
okay.
I try scrying on a leech that I'll need to know the leech. I try scrying on Necro Dan. Sorry, Steely Dan.
Steely Dan?
Leechy Dan.
I heard Necro Dan first.
Leechy Dan. Leechy Dan.
All right, there's a
Leechy
lot of
Dan.
Dans. You got Lieutenant Dan, you got Necro Dan, you want Lychee Dan.
Leechy Dan. Leechy Dan.
Are you committed?
Oh, no, go ahead. I want to see what happens, actually.
Type 1 or 2 in the chat so that I know you're committing, Antoine. Otherwise, I'm going to give Coraline the
It's
orb.
a 1.
All right.
Oh.
Well, Finn rolled a 1. I just want Antoine to tell me he's committing.
I'm committing. Leechy Dan. Let's do this.
Makes a saving throw. What is your spell save DC?
The scrying spell on the orb is 17.
It's 17. What?
Yep.
Holy fuck. You're kidding me.
Nope.
Better than my 16, I suppose.
I thought yours was like 18 or 19 before.
That was with the wand.
Oh,
The enslavement wand.
Yeah.
Can't believe you got rid of that.
The what wand?
It had an elemental in it.
Yeah, better reason to keep it.
Yeah,
Seriously.
Yep,
goes against
right
my
here.
entire
The typical
beliefs.
crystal ball, a very rare item, is about 6 inches in diameter. While
I'll play
touching it, you
DC.
can cast a scrying spell self-save DC 17.
I think we need to take a short break real quick, guys.
And Troll goes crazy.
There's only 20 minutes left.
I know, but we need to take a short break real quick. We'll be right back.
Okay.
I take 3 steps away from Antoine.
You take 2 steps away from Antoine before I welcome back the stream, you son of a
It's
bitch.
almost like that means you didn't do it.
You did not do it. Someone said you didn't. You, Antoine, standing at the banks of a river, throwing a book that does not truly exist away. Your teammates instinctively take a step back as you pull out a crystal orb we did not narrate you finding, but was rolled nonetheless. In your hand, you stare into it. You know the name of this Leechy Dan, the man who's supposedly in charge of all the leeches, the Jerome that is, well, a creature akin to a Jerome. You summon through your mind, your thoughts, connect me, O crystal orb, to this Leechy Dan. Let me see and hear him. And after a brief moment in time, Antoine, the orb glimmers, it shines, it catches some of the moonlight piercing through the clouds. The moon, ever full, except the one day that it isn't, glimmers and shines, and for a brief moment, your eyes roll into the back of your head. For those of you around, you see as Antoine goes into a semi-spiritual existence as he, to him, enters the orb to see what he and what you all see through a mirrored sphere. His handheld dome. There is a very weird sensation in the air as you watch Antoine not stumble or fall, but just go still and start to balance loosely on his heels. Even some dirt around him, possibly to his elemental connection, catches him, supports him with this rock around his heel and shin. It's odd. But to Antoine, and to those who look closely at the orb, Antoine, your consciousness is taken far away from where you think you are. And after a very brief moment, you start to feel a very strange sensation in your guts, your organs, your heart having been detached from them. You feel momentarily as if you should feel some sort of fear as you, now in the deep bog, look about. Gray waters, algae, and film just sort of going all the way across, disguising land from water. It's a good thing you're not physically here. Then, you see it in this bog water, this muddy, gross, earthy, dead tree infestation. Leech monsters. Leeches all over the place, milling about, bumping into each other stupidly, crawling out of the mud and starting to head, well, outside of your view for certain. And then you see it. A ziggurat. That is the best way you can describe it. Made of orange sandstone, with a staircase that starts from the north and heads all the way to the top. There are some of these strange mushrooms that are growing outside and around its imminent domain. And as you get to the very top, you can see a creature sitting in the center of this thing. This top-leveled platform. John has to go look at something real quick. Don't worry, it's fine. It's beautiful.
Duty, get rid of the books now.
He does. You see a ritual circle made of pure, I want to say, marble, platinum, silver, maybe even mithril. And beside it are, or at each corner of this platform, are 4 flames that are whooshing up in different colors. One yellow, just bright orange and yellow, warmly fiery colors. Then there's one a deep red and not even generating that much light. You see another one, a bright blue, truly hot flame. And the other one, this bluish greenish flame. You know this as the same flame that your friend, what was his name? Duke Grothil, I believe, possesses. It is known as balefire. 4 different kinds of fire surround this ritual circle made of silver, mithril, platinum, and marble. And in the center is probably the fattest elf you've ever seen in your life. It's missing its lower half. It seems that he has completely just been cleaving at the waistline and then put on this ritual circle. There's no other lights outside the flames that this creature is, but he is huge, massive, just I don't want to call him a gorgon, but he's just a big fatty. He has very long elf ears that sort of run all the way back, Irithyll-styled, to the base of the floor. His hair is a starch white, his skin is alabaster, his eyes a deep dark black. Before him are humanoid servants that he is talking to, Anchois. And although you know you should be able to hear him, his voice is not saying anything you understand. There's long, guttural... It's just this slime in his throat that spits out, black as ichor. It is truly horrifying as his eyes, not moving, still land on each and every one of the people in attendance. What do you do, Anchois, as you see this creature?
I can't hear it. I see it.
Can't understand it.
Whoa, could I cast can I cast in this can I cast anything out of curiosity? Because I have
I don't know, to be honest. I've never had someone cast Scrying before. Scrying is concentration. It lasts up to 10 minutes.
Okay, so I can cast tongues, right?
What is tongues?
I'll put in the chat, but the creature I touch understands any spoken language. I can just touch myself in a that way that you guys are also thinking of, I know.
It's not concentration.
It's not concentration. So, as Anchois begins to move and jostle, you 4, or 3 technically, since Sever is fighting for his life against a bunch of leech monsters. Watch Anchois start doing the boogie to cast a new spell. The 3 of you, are you guys trying to peer into the orb to see what it is he sees, or are you all...
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Terry?
Nope.
Damn. Are you
Good
within
perception.
10 feet to give you auras?
Yeah,
for seeing?
absolutely.
Alright, so your back is just turned to what's going on. Let you stay nearby everybody.
Cast Inflict Fortress on myself also before I look in the orb.
Okay. Anchois. You cast tongues upon yourself. And you can, of course, hear the foul, psychic bleeding that is Leechy Dan's voice, speaking to his servants, trapped in this ziggurat, surrounded by this dark and ugly swamp where mushrooms are growing. It is early nighttime for you guys. The battles are beginning. Tell me, conduits, what is it that each of my children face off against? The conduits, as they are called, are more or less normal sounding enough. They're still speaking in this weird tongue that you're very certain is some kind of demonic bullshit, but you can understand them. I am trying to remember all the names. One speaks and informs his master that Kurtal is fully distracted. They think we are trying to take over their fort, master. And Lychee Dan's like, ha 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 ha, the fools. They'll never know. What about Bog Watch? That's if they watch the Bog. And another conduit speaks out and it's like, Maester, it's going okay. They're still doing their job just like you told them to. And Lychee Dan once more goes, ha 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 ha. And Askleton, they think the swamp cannot grow legs. More and more of this mocking status report. Lychee Dan being really just happy about what's happening. Especially when he is told the death tolls of his children. The leeches, the monsters. The conduit that speaks for Updraft makes mention of you all and says, Maester, the airship that went to the temple of Hephaestus was shot down. We have not found any survivors. And Lychee Dan pauses at this and then begins to chortle. Oh, truly outrageous. But does not go into any more detail about that.
Does he seem sorry that he shot down our airship?
Not at all. He doesn't even care.
Bastard.
Truly a bastard.
Wait, do we actually see all of this? Or just
You
Antoine?
see, you do not hear.
hear.
But you can, see this weird fat guy. This big fat elf trapped in a platform? A literal floor? You're unsure exactly.
I turn to Fan and go, I think that's Roger from maintenance at Toast. I don't think Antoine hit the right person.
You're just blindly lying. Finally, comes the last information that I will give you. And it will say, so long as they remain distracted, our plan goes accordingly. Anyway, and then he begins to trail off, completely oblivious to you, Antoine.
He's not going to monologue his evil plan?
He is not going to monologue his evil plan. He is actually going to ask how each one of his conduit's children are doing, just health-wise, very caring, fatherly even. Just like, how are your real offspring? Not just the monsters we've created. And it gets, really kind of personal as these guys start to, open up about their social lives, their friendships, their relationships.
It's like they're people.
They are people talking a very foul, demonic tongue and being like, my kid just got into the baseball team, Maester, on Thorazor. It's great.
I'm sorry, wait, what was that?
And with that, we are going to end tonight's session.
It's Thatch's nephew.
Yeah, he's
I
not
doubt
on the baseball
that.
team.
Uh,
Could be.
There's honestly not too much dialogue that I wrote for these fuckers, to be perfectly honest. Why am I getting added? Okay, I understand now. Yeah, Lychee Dan is in the material plane. He is a creature akin to Jerome, but seems to be trapped somehow. These conduits are people. They seem to be controlling his hordes. He makes mention of his attacks being as distractions to some unknown true goal. You all have messed with the ley line rod. Your airship is gone, but not forgotten. He's somewhere in a swamp, guys. You have a lot of swamp to look through.
So if we just find
Zuggernaut.
Conduit's real children, kill them, get to the conduits, kill the conduits, then we get to Lychee Dan.
I will let you guys strategize as our session comes to a close. What?
Can I do something just real quick?
you want to stab Antoine in the gut?
No. Does Lieutenant Dan have some sort of radio that goes back to Thorzor?
We can deal with that later.
Okay, because I have a report that Coraline would submit.
Oh
Well,
my god.
You can post that in, well, I guess
that
the
nephew's
status
in danger.
reports.
That nephew is in danger.
Okay.
Or he is the danger.
I heard from one of you that, well, no. You know what? Never mind. I'm not going to intimidate my players for next week. I hope that you guys can use this information to the best of your abilities. So we won't have such a shit show next week. Anywhere or anything you guys want to shout out, please go ahead and do that now.
Don't join the military.
Understood.
Love your family while you have them.
Very true.
Get a better airship.
In real life. Okay. We'll be seeing you guys. And as always, don't die. Bye.